Welcome in, everybody. If you are new here, my name is Kinny. I am a professional psychic medium, tarot reader, singer, songwriter, and professional witch and practitioner. Okay, today I am going to be in my astrology bag as well as my tarot bag. Okay, this is going to be a pick a card reading in regards to the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo that we have coming up on September 21st, 2025. Okay, so before we go ahead and get into it, I would really appreciate if everybody went ahead and pressed that thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Um, to go ahead and support the channel. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button, okay? And thank you for leaving comments about what type of videos that you want to see from me next, or leave a comment about how you resonated with your group, okay? So thanks for the thumbs up. And also thank you for hitting the notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I post new videos, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Off top, I feel compelled to say, we're gonna get into the groups in a minute, but I feel compelled to say, red jasper could be significant, okay? Red agate, red jasper could be very significant. There's two different stones, but either of those could be significant, okay? And also money and money magic could be significant, all right? As well as brick dust, okay? So that could just be random confirmations. We're not random confirmations about this eclipse, okay? If this reading is going to be for you. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So these are the three groups one last time, okay? We have group one, okay, with the comic. Move that this way. We have group one with the comic, okay? That is number 26. We have group two with the womb, okay, which is 46. And we have group three, the destroyer in reverse, okay, which is 23, okay? So yeah, go ahead and look at the thumbnail one more time, and we're going to go ahead and get into it, okay? So group one, hey. So here y'all go. We're gonna do this just like this. So group one, the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. Okay, you're going to be feeling these changes. You've probably already been feeling these changes for however long, but you're going to be feeling them for another like month and a half, 2 months. Okay, so that's just in general. So let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all got number 26. Someone could be 26. Okay, the 26th of the month could be very significant. Okay, this group could definitely have some Taurus, Virgo, okay, Scorpio going on here. Okay, I'm heavy on that Taurus Scorpio axis y'all got going. All right. So I definitely think that off top, when it comes down to the comic, okay, for this group, I really feel as though the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo is definitely going to really issue y'all into, some of y'all is like issuing y'all into like a new year, okay? This is going to like really affect the next 365 days of your life is what this feels like. Someone's birthday could be very significant around this time, okay? So someone could be a Virgo, okay? Virgo, Libra energy, all right? The name Gabby could be significant, all right? The name Tiffany could be significant. Yeah, the name Loyal or Loyalty could be significant as well. So when it comes down to also the name Lane or Laney, that also gives me Lane Bryant, could be significant. But when it comes down to it, the comic, okay, and what I'm looking at, you know, off top, I definitely feel as though all of this, y'all are in a phase where the new moon solar eclipse is showing y'all that you have to, evolve and change and grow, okay? I want y'all to like look closer into the fact that like there's like a mask type of situation like going on here with the comic, okay? And I definitely feel as though y'all are recognizing with this solar eclipse that y'all have been wearing some kind of mask. Like maybe y'all are so used to being the class clown, okay? Y'all could have cats, y'all could be cat people, okay? Birthdays, cat people could be significant. Class clown energy could be significant. Also, someone here could be queer, okay? LGBTQIA plus, okay? Group one. But this eclipse is definitely like showing you where you have to like mature, where you have to grow up at. Like a lot of y'all are not being like your actual true self. You're being like people who you think, you know what I'm saying? Like you're being who you think people like you to be, okay? But there's something here about like shit not really being funny like that, okay? So I don't know how to explain it fully, but because we're gonna flesh it out a little bit more. But what I can say is that there's something here in regards to you like being afraid of like unmasking yourself, okay? You being afraid of something. Some of y'all could be artists, okay? Y'all could draw, okay? Makeup could be very, very significant. Maybe you do your own makeup, all right? Whatever the case may be. And I'm noticing the green right here. Let me look at that. Yeah, it's like being like drawn on. So yeah, a lot of y'all, this eclipse is kind of like showing y'all that you've been wearing this facade or like wearing this mask, okay? Heart chakra stuff could be very, very significant for y'all with this green, okay? So I definitely feel as though y'all could be going through some sort of heart chakra opening, okay? Really, this gives the chakras in general. Y'all could be doing a lot of chakra work at this point in time. You could be feeling a lot of changes in like your physical body, all right? So when it comes down to the comic, okay, number 26, okay, let me see the sum. Let me see the sum. Let me see the sum. Okay. And also, y'all, I definitely feel this. I'm hearing the word like liminal space. Okay. So that could be very, very significant for somebody and whatever that means for y'all. But I definitely feel as though y'all, this eclipse for y'all is a little bit like not harsh, but I can see it being like, you know what I'm saying? I can see it being a little stingy. Okay. Let's see. Number 26, the comic. Yeah. Y'all also may feel connected to group 3, okay? Only take that if it resonates, but y'all could be feeling connected to group 3 as well, okay? So, because that also has to do with the self. So when it comes down to it, all right, when it comes down to the new moon eclipse in Virgo and what that's going to do for y'all, even if you are totally new to the idea of archetypes, okay, it's likely you've come across a handful of these concepts. A yoga teacher might prompt you to embody the warrior. Beyonce might stir in you a feeling of the queen, okay? Emphasis on Virgo energy. Beyonce could be very, very significant, okay? Some of y'all could be Virgo suns, okay? We talked about that, birthday energy. September 4th could be significant, okay? Virgo suns. Scorpio moons, okay, we talked about that Scorpio energy. Y'all could be Libra placements, okay, I said that, Libra energy, like Libra stellium, Beyonce's Libra stellium, Leo Mars energy is significant here as well. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But a yoga teacher might prompt you to embody the warrior. Beyonce might stir in you a feeling of the queen, and maybe, just maybe, on a late night dance floor, you let the animal run wild for a song or two. What I can say from this is y'all's sense of self is changing. Who it is that you are, how it is that you show up in the world, all of those things are like changing for you. You could also find yourself like recognizing that you haven't been true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is about what you get into. This could also be about meeting people who inspire you, okay? This could have to do with like you meeting significant people, okay? So yeah, these cards represent the many sides of the self that are either awakened or asleep within us, okay? So there's the comic that's awake or asleep within y'all, okay? We all have all of them in us. That may not be, you also may be recognizing that you're more similar to people than you thought that you were, okay? That could be very, very significant. And I also feel as though a lot of y'all have this thing about not receiving people's support. A lot of y'all have this thing about like not being liked by people, but you don't like to admit that you don't like that. And the Virgo eclipse is kind of bringing up your insecurities, is bringing up what you feel compelled to like hide, it's bringing up what you feel, you know what I'm saying? Your chakras may be a little out of balance. Okay, your chakras may be a little out of balance. There might be some issues with your lower chakras, particularly, okay, root, sacral, and solar plexus, but really on that root and sacral, okay? They may not be embodied or emboldened, but they are there, okay? So the comic in you may not be embodied or emboldened, but it's there. Remember, this is a universal force. There's no getting away from this energy. So a lot of y'all, this is a reality check, okay? Group 1, there's a reality check with y'all underneath this eclipse. There's no getting away from it. Repression doesn't work, okay? And y'all have been repressing. That's what this is. That's what this mask is. Y'all have been repressing your feelings. Okay, denial will only complicate things. Didn't I say that? Okay, I feel like y'all are not being yourself. Okay, something that you don't want to admit here. The goal here is to use the cards to awaken the full range of archetypal selves. Okay, giving light, space, curiosity, and acceptance to the ones that need it most. So yeah, y'all are going through some sort of like change of self. Okay, and it's just the time. It's a potent energy right now for you to kind of like let that out. Okay, so if we're going to number 26, okay. Like I said, someone could be 26, born in 26, okay. Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio energy is very significant here. So yeah, y'all got the comic, okay. I can't fully see it, but I'm finna read it. But the comic, okay. The Joker, the clown, the fool, okay? So Batman could be significant. The Joker in general could be significant, okay? Honestly and truly, y'all could have kind of been a little villainesque in your life, okay? Y'all play way too fucking much is what this might be, okay? Can't lie. This might be y'all playing around too much, especially to the point where nobody actually knows who you are, and you're like, I don't really need people to know who I am. I don't really need people to know who I am. Spirit's like, bitch, whatever, okay? Because this is lonely. Y'all are lonely. Y'all are lonely. because you don't like people seeing what you really have going on. So you're like a stunt queen. Like you be doing shit. You just be doing shit sometimes is what this is. And the new moon in Virgo, the solar eclipse in Virgo is shining a light on how long over the last 18 years, for some of you the last 9 years, for some of you the last 18 years, okay? Showing y'all how you have been like putting this mask on to be like the funny one. I'm seeing Drake and Josh, okay? The TV show, or as well as those names could be significant. It also gives me Drake, the artist. We're back to that Scorpio energy, okay? We're back to that Scorpio energy. There could be something about you just doing shit. Hi, Jay. There could definitely be something about y'all just like doing shit, group one, okay? So yeah, this is a very strong, we already talked about heavy Scorpio, Taurus, and Virgo energy, Jay, for this group. But the Joker, the Clown, and the Fool, okay? So yeah, like shit is just not always like that funny, okay? The comet carries a remedy for all that ails this world, okay? So this is what y'all can expect in regards to the solar eclipse, all right, in Virgo. The comet carries a remedy for all that ails this world, okay? Amid the deepest pain and suffering, there is always the potential to lift up and out of the darkness through laughter. Though dismissed by some as lowbrow or unsophisticated, this archetype actually has a highly advanced mind. Some may use the word genius, okay? As humor requires one to see the situation from afar rather than to be swept away by the drama. The comic sees and accepts the messiness of life, using it as material to be mixed and shaped into a potion to soothe the stressed and serious mind. They literally lighten us up. Thus within the comic is usually the sage or the magician, okay? Working healing magic upon any audience who will lend an ear. The comic may be the archetype that heals the deep division in our world, one pun at a time, okay? So yes, for this eclipse, which y'all can, y'all also may be trying to figure out like how to take shit like lightly or how to take shit seriously. Take what resonates, okay? But I definitely feel as though the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo is going to give y'all an answer to why you've been going through the shit that you've been going through. Okay, this is y'all trying to feel better, all right? Amid the deepest pain and suffering, there is always the potential to lift up and out of the darkness through laughter. And I feel like this Virgo eclipse is going to try to lift y'all up out of that darkness and showing you to where like it's okay for you to be yourself. It's okay for you to be in a silly, goofy mood, but you need to actually be yourself. You know, y'all may take shit way too seriously, okay? A lot of y'all may have been like, you know, maybe y'all are kind of unserious, okay? But y'all are very intelligent, but it's almost like people wouldn't fully know that just because of the way that you go about shit with your humor and the way that you say things, okay? Y'all see the situation from afar rather than to be swept away by the drama. Y'all need to be careful, especially with some birthday drama. This gives birthday drama. Okay, so this eclipse, you may feel as though like people want to be, oh, you want to talk about mothers. The movie White Chicks could be significant, okay? So this could also have to do with like people around you or people around you taking shit too far. Okay, so the comic season accepts the messiness, okay? You really been feeding us. Thank you. Hi, Zena. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. And thank y'all for putting a thumbs up on the screen for me. I appreciate y'all. So yeah, also gives me the Zanya from Pink Panther. That could be very, very significant. That's also Beyonce, okay? So the comic season accepts the messiness of life, okay? So yeah, Spirit is telling y'all to look at everything, okay? And understand that like everything is happening for a reason. There's a lot going on right now for this group, okay? It is a lot going on right now, but okay, y'all are alchemizing right now. Y'all are transmuting, y'all are alchemizing, okay? A lot of y'all could be getting deeper into potions, magic, spells, tea magic, tasseomancy, different forms of divination, okay? Y'all are taking things more seriously than you normally would, especially when it comes down to like your craft, okay? Y'all have been really stressed and really serious, and I think that y'all kind of get out of that by like making jokes out of shit, okay? You may try to lighten your situation up, okay? But I think there might be a need for y'all to just feel that shit. So thus within the comic is usually the sage or the magician, okay? Like I said, y'all are getting wiser, okay? Y'all are recognizing that you're actually wiser than you let on, okay? So this is y'all taking that inside like knowledge, okay? And like depth and spirituality and bringing it to the outside for other people to see, okay? So y'all could definitely have Virgo placements, okay? Gemini, Virgo placements, okay? Emphasis on the Virgo, okay? Working healing magic, okay? So yeah, y'all could definitely be getting into potions. Y'all could be getting into healing work, okay? Y'all could be doing healing magic on yourself, okay? This could be shadow work, okay? This could be literal physical healing. This could be emotional healing, blockage removers to love, blockage removers to your heart chakra. It's shit like that, okay? Emotional healing, all right? Someone could be Louisiana Creole. That could be significant. But This could also be y'all finding a sage or a magician in some type of way, somebody who knows what it is that they're doing, somebody who's an alchemist, working healing magic upon you, okay? Working healing magic upon any audience who will lend an ear. Some of y'all could be tarot readers. Some of y'all could be people who like have like some sort of audience or platform, okay? That could be very, very significant as well. So I definitely think that people are seeing like just how productive that you are, but they may not be seeing what's actually going on the inside, okay? And you're recognizing that this is getting lonely. The comic may be the archetype that heals the division in our world, one pun at a time, okay? The comic may be the archetype that heals the deep division in our world, one pun at a time, okay? So they're telling you to be for real, but don't take shit like too serious. And that seems strange, but they're telling you to like be for real, okay? Be realistic, but also understand that you can just let yourself be, okay? So hilarious, ingenious, okay, spirited and easygoing, okay? So you can definitely expect this to be a lot. This could be a hilarious time, even if you are stressed, okay? You could definitely be trying to hold your face together, hold your emotions together, okay? You also may feel like you're like morphing into somebody or like someone's morphing into you, but hilarious, ingenious, okay? Spirited and easygoing time, okay? Buddhism could be significant, okay? Stand-up comedy, improv comedy could be very, very significant, okay? Some of y'all may also be watching comedy, okay? Or like going to comedy shows. But whatever the case may be, all right? The comic has plenty of shade to throw on others, and it can fall into shadow at the drop of a hat. Beware of their sharp claws, okay? Did not listen. All right, so I said there might be some bullshit, some birthday drama, or some foolishness, okay? So just know that the comic has plenty of shade to throw on others, okay? And it can fall into shadow at the drop of a hat, all right? Beware their sharp claws. If this is y'all need to be careful about being messy, okay? So this is about needing to do shadow work. Y'all need to do some sort of shadow work, okay? Because this is about being shady to other people. That's some real Virgo season shit. Being shady to other people, okay? Beware their sharp claws. Cats could be significant, cats and dogs. Raining cats and dogs, it's raining men could be significant, okay? But yeah, it can fall into the shadow at the drop of a hat. So yeah, like I said, some of y'all need to watch out for how you like play with people and what you say to folk and how you joke with folk and how folk joke with you, because there might be some energy there of people being on that bullshit, okay? If I'm being quite honest, okay? So let's go ahead and get into some of the spiritual that y'all will be experiencing, okay? So y'all got harmony, okay? Y'all got number 27, harmony, okay? So it says ease, inner child, and softness, okay? So we have 26 and 27. Someone could be 26, 27, or 26 and 27th of this month could be significant, okay? That's going to be Libra season for this collective. The name harmony could be significant. Also gives me Demetrius Harmon confirmation, okay? Pisces energy, so Detroit could be significant as well, Detroit, Michigan. But anyway, may sweet and soft things find you. Y'all could be working with sunflowers, sunflower oil. Do some research on sunflower oil. Also marigolds, okay, yellow flower, September 21st. Okay, the eclipse day. My boyfriend was talking to me about that's the day to where many men in Mexico give their partners yellow flowers. So y'all could also be going through something like romantic, okay, group one. Like there's something about like romance and you feeling all harmonious with somebody, okay? Or it could be yourself, but this definitely feels romantic in some type of way, or like it could have to be friendship, but this kind of feel a little different. I don't know. But may sweet and soft things find you. Okay, so this is y'all softening up, taking the mask off, allowing yourself to take it easy, to enjoy things. Okay, especially because I just feel like sometimes y'all may say some crazy shit. Okay, I don't think y'all fully recognize the way that y'all be talking to people, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Okay, group one. All right, like this is the idea of you becoming more confident in who you are. This is you feeling better about your physical self. Okay, bees could be significant as well. Look up the spiritual meaning of bees. Some of y'all are also getting deeper into your altar work. Okay, starting altars and things of that nature. Okay, gardening. All right, y'all could definitely be on that Virgo shit. All right, you could also be doing things different with your face, your skin routine, your makeup. Okay, y'all could be planning out your Halloween costumes as well. But anyway, may sweet and soft things find you. So sweet and soft things, okay, this could even include people, love, romance, okay, friendship. But this really feels more romantic, I'm not gonna lie. All right, underneath this eclipse, all right. So harmony, ease, inner child, softness. So you can expect for this eclipse to be easier on y'all. Y'all are dealing with your inner child stuff, okay, and you're becoming softer. You're allowing yourself to soften. That's like when we went back to that. Hold on, y'all. I'm sending text message. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Hopefully, wasn't doing no crazy shit. Hopefully. Okay, so yeah, y'all, I definitely feel as though this new moon is definitely going to be new mooning for y'all. Okay, so what I can say, oh, yeah. What I can say is I definitely think that shit is getting easier for y'all. Y'all are definitely taking some sort of mask off, okay? The song Mask Off could be significant, okay? Who's that, Future? Yeah, so we're back to that Scorpio energy being there. But regardless, y'all, this is y'all things getting easier for you, okay? Cats could be significant. Your pets could be significant. This is things getting easier for y'all during this eclipse, okay? Y'all recognizing that you have been, like, really just wearing a facade, like wearing a mask, okay? And that's not cool. Thank y'all for not tapping the screen. I be thinking I'm on TikTok. Thank y'all for giving me a thumbs up, okay? Military activity could be very, very significant, okay? Houston, Texas could be very, very significant as well, all right? So, yeah. This is y'all coming into harmony with yourself. This could be you balancing out the masculine and feminine sides of yourself, okay? But this is y'all allowing things to feel easy, inner child healing, and allowing yourself to soften, okay? And I definitely feel as though, hi, Amaya. Thank you, Jay. May sweet and soft things find y'all. So this could have to do with like somebody here could be queer, okay? Because this look like a lesbian flower, okay, and a lesbian bee. I don't know. This look like a lesbian flower and a lesbian bee. Okay, this could be a fairy. This could be a forest nymph. I don't know. Okay, but what I can tell y'all is that y'all underneath this eclipse are going to be softening up in one way or another. Okay, so let me go ahead and look into that. Okay, and yes, I did say lesbian bee. Some of y'all are new here. Welcome. Welcome. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. But it says harmony. Okay. Sweetness, ease, inner child, and softening. Okay. Also, some of y'all could be baking because I heard shortening. Okay. I'm also hearing animal crackers in my soup. Monkeys and rabbits loop the loop. Okay. Back to that red jasper being significant. Lesbian flower and lesbian bee is funny, lol. We love gay nature. Indeed. Okay, some of y'all could also be coming into your nature. Okay, y'all could be feeling a lot more confident in yourself. So the affirmation spell is I appreciate and attract the sweetness of life. Okay, I appreciate and attract the sweetness of life. And I think that that's what's happening. Okay, y'all are letting shit be because y'all are so used to trying to be the fucking class clown, trying to be fucking funny that nobody actually knows who the fuck you are. And people may actually think you're kind of two-faced, y'all, because you don't let nobody know who it is that you are. You do be like, you be in this whole kind of lying, y'all. Look at the eyes. Like, y'all paint on your face. It's got to do with like makeup, heavy makeup, or feeling like you need makeup as well. This is y'all needing to be in harmony with yourself, okay? Appreciate and attract the sweetness of life. That's what y'all are doing, okay? So the perfect pair, a beautiful harmony, the loving flower that provides the sweet nectar, okay? So the generous bee that provides the nourishing pollination. Both of these beings have so much to teach us. They are lighthearted, bring beauty, and flow with the natural rhythm of life. They are warm with golden hues. The color yellow could be significant. We talked about them lower chakras, okay? The root, sacral, and solar plexus. They appreciate the balance and offerings each provides, okay? The perfect pair. So yeah, this could be about somebody that y'all are friends with, or someone that you know. It could be a partner. Take what resonates. There's lots of people who are watching this, but there's something here having to do with like you being in harmony with either both sides of yourself or you being in harmony with somebody. Okay, whatever the case may be, it's lighthearted, it's beautiful, it's balanced, and y'all, this is a mutually beneficial relationship. You see, they in this bitch pollinating. That's what's going on. Y'all could be. Hold on now. I wasn't familiar with their game for some reason. I don't know why I didn't. I did say a lesbian bee. However, here we are. These motherfuckers out here pollinating. Okay? Y'all could be pollinating with some folks. Okay? Be careful about pregnancy, but this feels like queerness. Okay? Whatever the case may be. But when it comes down to it, magic happens when true harmony is achieved, okay, through delightful processes and the law of least effort. Some of the most beautiful things seem to exist effortlessly and in tune with the forces that be. Is it possible for a human to access this potent elixir, this nectar of life? Y'all could definitely be working deeper into potions. This group is very significant for that, okay? Potions, teas, okay, oils even. But what I can tell y'all is y'all gotta let shit go. Y'all be taking shit so serious and pretending that you don't. Okay, so what if, like the bee, you were to seek out the sweetness of life? What if you sought out the flowers of the world, leaning more toward what is soft, attracts your spirit, and brings joy? There might be some sort of softness y'all are afraid of. There could be somebody who is soft, okay? There's somebody around you who's soft. They attract your spirit, they bring you joy, okay? Or something. This can even just be yourself, okay? Being softer, okay? Working with your spirit, doing what makes you happy. What if that actually led you to more growth, potential, and peace rather than the daily grind of forcing, disciplining, and controlling? Okay, I'm telling y'all, y'all put that motherfucking mask on all the time and nobody actually knows how soft you are on the inside for real. What if, like the flower, you offered your own natural sweetness up to the life itself? What if that, some of y'all just have to do with like a sweetening spell, honey jars, okay, sugar jars, okay? Do what makes sense for your practice, okay? Be careful about close practices. But what if that would attract the bee? The right people, opportunities, actions, and pollination. So yeah, this is y'all being in harmony with business, being in harmony with friends, being in harmony with like a partner, being in harmony with both sides of yourself. Or something that has to do with sexuality. But whatever the case may be, without having to strain to be what you think the world wants you to be. Didn't I just fucking say? Without having to strain, y'all, I can't make it up. What if, like the flower, you offered your own natural sweetness? Okay, hold on. There we go. What if, like the flower, you offered your own natural sweetness up to life itself? What if that would attract the bee? Okay, the right people, opportunities, actions, pollination that your life needs without having to strain to be what you think the world wants you to be? What if what is truly needed in this world is more softness, kindness, love, joy, ease, and magic? So yeah, y'all could definitely be doing magic, and it's softening you. Okay, it's bringing you into harmony. Okay, heart chakra spells could be significant. Love magic for yourself, self-love magic could be significant. Blockage removers to love, okay? Cleansing, healing, all of that, y'all have tried so hard to be what the fuck other people are trying to like get y'all to be, and that is not helping nobody, okay? Yeah, y'all don't have to be fucking hard all the time. Then you wonder why people see you like that, y'all. Perhaps it is our childlike nature. Then you'd be like, oh my gosh, like why? Perhaps it is our childlike nature. Didn't I say? Perhaps it is our childlike nature, spiritual side, okay, wonder and playfulness that we need to bring out more, to be easily amused by the beauty of the world, to see the miracles in the mundane, to open up instead of closing down. Yeah, y'all, lighten up. Y'all are class clown folks, but y'all don't actually be serious about the serious shit. To create, live, and love from playful joy, to nurture the child within us. Maybe that is the best way to receive the honey of existence. Working with honey is significant. Honey sticks, I just had some honey sticks the other day. Okay, so yeah, in terms of what you are expecting, okay, and y'all got this one right here, okay? I'm gonna take this one as some extra advice, okay? When it comes down to number 35, someone could be younger than 35, okay? But y'all have the Forbidden Forest in reverse. Bravery, persistence, and redemption in reverse, okay? Bravery, persistence, and this is the first group. Bravery, persistence, and redemption. Yeah, we're still in the first group right now. But you are so brave to keep on going the way that you do, group one. But this is in reverse, okay? So don't be afraid, okay? And there's a moon right above her head. Do not be scared. Do not be afraid, okay, of what you got going on. All right. Don't be afraid to leap into something, because I feel as though right now y'all are kind of pussy. It's okay. It happens. Like, it's times where I be pussy. Okay. It happens. Okay, but like I reverse the things that I read. So you are so brave to keep on going the way you do, and this might be like you are so pussy to keep on stopping the way that you do. Okay, it says the Psychic Connect free reading for 5 people just came down on my thing from like Reddit. Okay, so yeah, some of y'all are afraid to get deeper into your spirituality. Y'all are afraid to get into that world. You feel like it's forbidden. Y'all are being scared. It's gonna have to do with dreams, dream magic, your psychic gifts and abilities, y'all. Y'all have a natural psychic gifts and abilities, and this Virgo eclipse is telling you where you have been stunting your own self, okay? Some of y'all just have to do with like, stay your ass out that forest. That could be very significant for somebody. Be careful when you're doing shit outdoors, okay? Be careful. Bravery, persistence, and redemption, okay? But in reverse, this is giving me like fear. This is giving me like you being like scared or pussy about something. I don't know. Like Pussycat, okay? Also gives me the song Pussycat. By Missy Elliott, okay? Cancer energy, Gemini placements. It be the spirits trying to talk to me. I don't like that. But you know, it's not going to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations where if you have your gifts, you have your gifts. You know what I'm saying? The gift's not going nowhere. So it might be easier, not just for you, you know what I'm saying, for the collective who this applies to, you know, to kind of just work with it. because it's not going nowhere. This kind of reminds me when people like repress their sexuality and they just think that just because they don't like have intercourse with the same sex anymore that they just not gay. That is not what that means. You're actually miserable. Like that is, you're just gay and sad now. You know what I'm saying? You can't just stop the gay. I'm hearing you can't stop the beat from Hairspray. Okay, so yeah. Persistence and redemption. This is giving me like lack of persistence. Like this is giving me like giving up. Okay, so this is y'all feeling scared. Y'all wanted to be on a redemption arc. Okay, but y'all are not always going to be the hero in something as well. Okay, be careful about getting hand tattoos right now. Somebody needs to hear that. This is not time for you to get your ass tattooed. I don't know. It's just not. Okay, so when it comes down to it, okay, when it comes down to it, bravery, persistence, redemption, resurrection. Okay, yeah, there's something that you want to like, something is done. Okay, the affirmation spell says, I am healing and redeeming the lost parts of my soul. But this is you like hurting and losing the parts of your soul. You know what I'm saying? Like this is y'all not paying attention to what you actually need to pay attention to. So this is y'all's advice to enhance your manifestations underneath this eclipse. Okay, this may be a good time to do a journal session, group 1, self-guided meditation. Okay, with instrumental music in the background. You can find this on YouTube, but just make sure you know what you're listening to, or even seek counsel with a loved one or therapist if you feel called to. Okay, this may be a good time to like just think, you know, do a journal session, self-guided meditation with instrumental music in the background, or even seek counsel with a loved one or therapist if you feel called to. Y'all need to open up. Imagine returning to the forbidden forest to retrieve and heal a lost piece of yourself during this eclipse. Visualize it in detail, walking through the woods. Okay, what do you find there? A messenger, a wound, your soul, a memory, your higher self? Allow your inner visions to manifest through you. Ask your spirit guides or ancestors for insights. Okay, so tapping into the highest vibrational beings, guys, angels, ancestors, and deities of group 1 and the people that resonate with group 1. If you consent to this prayer, go ahead, take a deep breath with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go ahead and pray. In terms of group 1, I pray that everybody who resonates with group 1 is able to find themselves. I pray that they are able to visualize themselves and their pathways in detail, spirit. I pray that they are able to walk through their proverbial woods. I pray that they find themselves. I pray that they understand what's going on. I pray that they're able to connect with their higher self, their souls, memory, and as painful as it may be, their wounds, in order for them to be healed. I pray that the collective who will be watching group 1 will allow their inner visions to manifest through themselves. I pray that they have lots of psychic clarity, and I pray for insight on their behalf. Thank you so much to the guides who are participating in this for giving the insight and really keeping it real and saying what needs to be said in regards to group 1. Okay, so group 1, here we go. We're almost done. These right here from the Archeo deck. Okay, someone could be an architect. That could be very, very significant. Okay, someone could also be a psych major. Okay, someone could have an eye tattoo. Okay, on a hand. All right, that could be very, very significant. Y'all could also be receiving some sort of evil eye in regards to like your hands or your body or something that you do, a craft. Okay, but these cards right here have to do with interesting characters that are going to be popping up. People. These are people who are going to be significant for you during this eclipse. Okay, so you're gonna be feeling this for the next month and a half, y'all. Okay, all right, hell. But y'all got the He-Wraith. Okay, y'all need to watch that reading. This group needs to watch that motherfucking reading about who is jealous of you. I have a reading, a pick a card posted on here about who is jealous of you, and that's the first thing I thought about because this card was very much so on there. Okay, there might be somebody who's like thirsty for your fucking attention and they're jealous of you. Hater. Okay. Yeah. You and somebody could be polar opposites. This could be has to do with some like a father figure, pops vibes. Okay. I'm looking at this polar pop from Circle K. So Circle K could be very, very significant. Okay. The letter K could be significant, whatever the case may be. The letter X and L. Someone could wear an XL. Okay. Someone could be drinking an XL drink. But He-Wraith, okay, in terms of the people that y'all are, there's two different people here, two different characters, okay, or groups of people that are significant underneath this time, okay? So if I'm looking at the card itself, let me show it to you up here, okay? I think this is like a Welsh word, okay? So someone could be Welsh or have like a Welsh name, last name, whatever the case may be. Whatever this is, bees, we're back to that looking like bees right here, okay? So bees are very, very significant in regards to this person. Look at the spiritual meaning of that, okay? What I can tell you, also like stamps. Someone could be at a distance, okay? Mail and stuff. Yeah, what I'm getting from this, let me see, let me fill it out. What am I getting from this? There's somebody that you are confused about. You may be receiving lots of like frequencies in regards to this person. Like you may literally be receiving like ear ringing and shit like that in regards to this person. Okay, so that's interesting, but they want me to go to the actual thing. Okay, hold on. This might be somebody who's very, very good with books. Somebody's very observant. Okay, somebody's also relatively like, there's a couple people. This might be mixing with two people. I don't know who the other person is, so look at the other card, okay? But in terms of this person, all right? When we are young, okay? I just said that, okay? I literally, spooky, scary skeletons, y'all, okay? Halloween could be significant, okay? October 31st, Samhain or Samhain, okay? Scorpio energy. When we were young, by the killers, that could be very significant. I was just thinking, I saw on live when I did that reading about there's a man in your energy, so this could have to do with that. Okay, there could be a man in your energy. Okay, when we are young, we often believe this someone to be our kindred spirit, our love. Okay, so that they told me to come read this part. Let me tell you something, whoever this motherfucker is, someone very significant, okay, and this is in reverse. You may have to let this motherfucker go, okay? This is someone that you knew when you were young, okay, and you were naive about this person. When you were young, okay, when we're young, we often believe this someone to be our kindred spirit, our love. Later, we realize the missing person resides within. Yeah, y'all were feeling a fucking void. Y'all were feeling a void. Y'all were trying to feel some sort of, oh my God, a little gnat just came on my fucking phone. Like, what the fuck? I need to cleanse from this person. There's no way. This gnat is really trying to play with me. Like, there was no gnat at all. Like, so yeah, y'all could be receiving gnats or like spooky, scary shit, okay, in regards to this person. It's someone y'all need to let go. You knew them when you were younger, okay, and you thought that y'all were twin flames, or this could be your spirit, your wife, your husband, my love, okay. I'm also hearing, oh my gosh, is that My Love by Justin Timberlake and Timbaland? Another one, and take it from my love. My love. So underneath this eclipse, okay, these next like month, 2 months from when you're seeing this, and even over this last month, whatever the case may be, okay, y'all could, this is someone that you thought, but you recognize that that person is not who you thought that they were, and that they were feeling some sort of void about what you have going on in yourself, okay? And in order to negate, they may have literally like taken energy from you, and in order to negate the clinging feelings of loss, we try to mend our sense of being broken by searching for a way to bring together the fragmented parts. That's that harmony energy, okay? Y'all been trying to make sense of some sort of like separation that y'all had to do, or you will end up having to do in these next month and a half, 2 months, okay? Yeah, y'all. So just know that like you can't sew yourself back together all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just keep doing that and keeping that person around. In hindsight, the missing part of you may in reality be what it first seemed, okay? A shadow companion whose presence will only break cover when we turn sharply to embrace it, okay? So this person was literally a karmic partner. Whoever this is that got to get the fuck, okay, a significant character for you underneath this Virgo eclipse. This is somebody who they were a karmic partner of yours, okay? You thought this person was your person at some point in time, but honestly and truly, like, y'all just were not being for fucking real about something, y'all. Y'all were not being for real, okay? You're gonna have to let that motherfucker get, okay? So whatever the case may be, this person is elusive, okay? She is the sense of loss and nostalgia we feel for a place or a person that we never knew. That's how you'll know who this is. This is somebody who this is someone who's either like elusive or like they just be around. It could be hard to find, whatever the case may be. But you have a sense of loss or nostalgia, take a resonance, okay, that you feel for this person, okay, that we never knew. You're recognizing that you did not know who somebody really was, okay? She is the missing, that which lingers like a dull, aching grief in your bones. If you chase her, she will receive, but if you invite her to make herself known, she may approach and relieve you of your hollow longing. This was somebody who liked to chase, okay? The song Yaya by Beyonce is significant. She keeps coming up in this reading, okay? So yeah, like somebody, you could have felt like there was like a hole left in your heart from this person, okay? Like you're still like aching about, you could be still grieving this person, okay? This is somebody who likes to be chased. When you go after them, they don't want nothing having to do with it, but the second you pull your energy away, you know what I'm saying, they're like, yeah, here I go. Like, fuck you, okay? Y'all, I promise you there was not no motherfucking gnats. I'm so irritated. Like, yeah, y'all need to cleanse. Whatever's going on here, okay? And the second person that's very significant for y'all, okay, under this time period, okay? Also, another motherfucker you got to let go of. Automatically, lions could be significant. Also gets me between the lines. Someone could be in school. Someone could be a teacher, educator, something of that nature, okay? Yeah. Leo energy could be significant, or lions in general, okay? Taboki, the food could be significant, okay? This literally card that says lion, okay? July 12th could be significant. Okay, someone could be born in 1971, 1985. Okay, that could be very, very significant between 1971 and 1985. Someone could be 26, born on the 26th, the 7th, the 1st, 2nd, 6th, 8th. Okay, this might be somebody who be lying on paperwork, because I'm recognizing all these motherfucking words is backwards. Like these, I'm recognizing all this. This is in reverse. Somebody is a criminal or a scammer. Somebody do not be doing right. Okay, you need to let that motherfucker go. Let them go before you get scammed or implicated in some sort of illegal foolishness. These people, y'all, this is why y'all have not been able to be who it is that you want to be, because you stop yourself, okay? You pretend like everything is okay. You don't let people know who it is that you are, whatever the case may be, okay? And y'all are afraid to be in harmony with people, places, and things that actually make sense to you. Leave these people alone and go and find people and be okay with the fact that there are people who actually fuck with you. And that's okay, okay? Did you ever do a reading about hawks? I swear you did, and I've been meaning to ask. Sorry, this is random. Actually, I mention hawks a lot, but I'm going to add a hawk reading. I'll do a animal pick a card soon, because they've been coming up. I'll do an animal pick a card soon in regards to hawks. Yeah, I got you. I'm going to load that up. So yeah, y'all, look up the spiritual meaning of hawks. That could be significant. That's also Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, some of y'all may want to pray to Archangel Michael, okay, or ask Archangel Michael to help you to remove this person. Confirmation honks outside. Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel, if y'all consent to this prayer as well, okay? Archangel Michael, take a deep breath. Divine Archangel, please be here now in regards to the community of people here in Group 1 who consent to this prayer. I'm praying on their behalf. I pray that you intercede into their lives, into all of our lives, in order to remove this negativity, in order to remove this being. I pray that it is swift, and I pray that it's effective and accurate for the good of the collective and without any harm done to those who don't need any harm done. But hey, if it happens, then here it is, you know. But what I will say, Archangel Michael, I really do appreciate you for helping out the collective of people. Please make it very, very clear to them. And please, Archangel Michael, shield their heart from the pain of whatever this like ending or loss or whoever they have to let go of, the both of those individuals, Archangel Michael. I pray that they're able, like, there's so much gray here. Like, I don't know, like, this is dull, y'all. This could also be older people. Okay, let these motherfuckers go. I'm sorry, Archangel Michael, my bad. Amen. So sorry. Did I just say it's all about y'all playing too much? Okay, my bad. But when it comes down to it, somebody is overconfident, okay, or territorial even, all right? Someone's overconfident, territorial could be significant, brother could be significant. Okay, that also gives me the Lion King, all right? Yeah, somebody be on that bullshit with their paperwork, I can't lie, all right? And somebody is not as stone-faced as they like to believe that they are, okay? Very, very strange. Very, very strange. Okay. Got JK. I know he'd be tired of me. Okay, so we're at the lion's tail here. Okay, this could definitely be somebody who is a liar. It also gives me what's that? What is that? Lion King by Janae Aiko. Okay, Pisces Stellium. All right. So okay, so you just go around breaking hearts just to see what is inside. Okay. Yeah, okay, so you just go around breaking hearts just to see what's inside. That's what this person. This person is a player of some kind. This person has a thing. Okay, this person has a thing. Okay, this person could have hoes. Okay, or this person could just be non-monogamous. This person could be polyamorous. Okay, whatever the case may be. But they're going about whatever they got going on negatively. Okay, poly doesn't have to be inherently negative. Non-monogamy doesn't have to be inherently negative. You know what I'm saying? Being single, you can do what you want to do. You know, whatever the case may be. But whatever they got going on is not right. Grease could be significant, okay? Earth, wind, and fire could be significant, okay? September 21st, okay? The four winds chanced upon an old lion standing on a rock and, resenting the creature's strength, agreed to drive it from the ledge. This is somebody who's fucking jealous. Okay, these are jealous people. There's somebody here who's jealous of you, okay, and you know this. Zephyr, okay, sucked in his cheeks and blew, but his breeze merely ruffled the lion's mane, okay. Zephyr, it could be a road, okay. The word Zephyr, this also gives me season 2 of Wednesday, okay. Someone could be at a camp, okay, campgrounds, okay. Zephyr, someone could also be like an Eagle Scout, Boy Scout situation, like maybe like the head of that. Zephyr sucked in his, these are people in competition with you, bro. Zephyr sucked, and they're losing. Zephyr sucked in his cheeks and blew, okay? But his breeze merely ruffled the lion's mane. Someone could also be jealous of your hair. This person could be bald-headed. Okay, Sirocco then tried peppering the lion with hot desert sand. This could also be people who are like thinking about magic and tossing magic on you and shit like that. These are people trying to fucking ruin you. Okay, the lion stood immobile. Next, Mistral unleashed his cruel icy blast. The lion didn't flinch. Finally, Boreas, the strongest of the brothers, summoned his sledgehammer power and delivered a great storm force gust. Okay, this could also have to do with like Thor. Okay, Thor's hammer. Jupiter energy, Sagittarian energy, Thursday could be significant, okay? But whatever the case may be, y'all, this is like a hating ass group of people or a hating ass person with multiple personalities in one way or sides of themselves, okay? But this also is the idea of like, y'all are immovable, okay? People, this person keeps trying to do shit or one up you, and like, that's not fucking working. It's also have to do with like a shitty family dynamic, okay? Or like a group of people who know each other and they're all in that bullshit. They're all jealous of you. The lion, waking from his reveries, opened his mouth and roared them away to the four corners of the compass. I know that's motherfucking right. Get these people the fuck away from you. Archangel Michael, I pray that they know who is jealous of them. Make it evidently clear who is jealous of them and make it so easy for this collective to get away from them, Archangel Michael. It's time. Amen. The lion, waking from his reveries, okay? Yeah, this is y'all waking up, y'all. This eclipse, y'all are going to be waking up and recognizing that you should not be around these people. Stop making excuses for being around these people. You do not need to be around these people. Like, they finally woke up. You finally woke up after all these people done did all this shit to you. Luckily, you didn't move, but like, they're telling you not to do that shit no more, okay? Open his mouth and roar them away, okay? So you may end up popping the fuck off on somebody. Maybe you might cuss somebody the fuck out, okay? And yeah, it's might be somebody moving the fuck away, all right? So final messages, okay, of advice, okay, in terms of this eclipse, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's up, okay? So also Foot Down by Vicky Lowe could be significant. Number 32, we have reconciliation. This relationship, friendship, or partnership can be saved. What did I just say? No, it cannot. This relationship, friendship, or partnership cannot be saved. Stop being fucking friends with them people. Okay, stop working there if them people are ridiculous. Stop dating that motherfucker if they suck, okay? That is this group, okay? Y'all gonna have to, someone could be 32, I don't know. But go ahead and let they go. Let that go, okay? Y'all got healing with nature, okay? You need to take that ass outside, okay? Gemini energy, third house energy, this is about you communicating with nature, talking when you're outside, okay? Under the moon, but be careful. Your soul yearns to be outside in nature around the healing waters, flowers, and trees, because Virgo is literally about nature. Like, Virgo is the sign of nature, animals, the flowers, the herbs, okay? So a lot of y'all need to be outside. Make it a thing to go on a walk or to go sit at the park or to go by, you know what I'm saying, safely, by like a body of water, a botanical garden, a park, okay? So yeah, y'all need to be outside. There's way too much going on, all right? There's need for y'all to ground yourself, okay? Y'all be doing too much. That's what this is about. Y'all don't take shit serious, okay? And look, didn't I say that in the very beginning of this, okay? Self-love in reverse. Y'all are not being honest with yourself and others, okay? Number 3, I just said that, bro. It's got to do with like a Gemini. It's got to do with communication. It's got to do with siblings. Y'all lie, okay? I'm not going to lie. It kind of feels like y'all are liars. I don't know. It's okay. Y'all lie to yourselves. Y'all lie to other people and yourselves. And you've done it so long that you started to believe it, but this eclipse is not allowing it. It's done. The last 18 years you've been putting that mask on, trying to be class clown and trying to keep shit, this, and that. It's done. Okay? It's done. So, you are learning that your capacity to love others is directly related to your ability to love yourself, but in reverse, okay? You are not learning that your capacity to love other people is directly related to your ability to love yourself, okay? So, you're learning that your capacity to love yourself is direct. Okay, what I can say, yeah, I'm gonna reverse it. You are learning that your capacity to love yourself is directly related to your ability to love others. Okay, so y'all may want to ask yourself why you have a hard time loving people. Y'all have this group has a hard time with feelings and emotions. That's what that harmony card earlier was about. Okay, y'all have a hard time. Y'all are having a hard time. All right, loving people. Y'all have issues with love and relationships. Some of y'all are very like, it could be non-committal, unserious, whatever the case may be, but this is because you don't love yourself. So you don't understand what it would mean for someone to love you because you don't know what it is that they would be loving, other than some superficial shit. But to be honest, y'all, this is the idea of like, you're recognizing that your capacity to love yourself is directly related to how you love other people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Um, yeah. So self-love work, y'all. Affirmation, self-love magic, things like that could be very, very significant for this group. But that is what I have for group one, okay, in regards to this eclipse. All right. But what I will say, group one, all right, you're gonna be fine. Thank y'all for giving me a thumbs up. Thank y'all for hitting that subscribe button, the notification bell, so you don't miss out on new videos, okay? And thank y'all for leaving me a comment, all right? In regards to group one, if you were here for group one, okay, leave me a little rainbow, okay? Leave me a little rainbow emoji, okay? Also, go ahead and let me know what videos y'all would like to see from me next. Somebody earlier recommended a hawk reading, okay, or like, animals, to figure out what these animals been popping up. But go ahead and leave me a comment about that, okay? I fucks with y'all. Okay, so we finna go ahead and get into it. Okay. Ooh, putting some stuff down. Okay. Group two. Welcome in, group two. If you are new here, okay, well, we already did the intro in the beginning, so maybe that's significant. All right, y'all may want to watch the intro. Okay, I did speak about this red jasper, and I did speak about financial, like money magic, okay? Money magic could be significant. Red brick and red brick dust could be very significant, all right? As well as this is, like I said, red jasper. Y'all could be Aries placements here. Ooh, confirmation. Y'all could be Aries placements, Scorpio placements, okay? What is Mars in right now? Libra still? Yeah. So group two, okay? Welcome in. So this eclipse, okay, y'all got number 46. Now this is drastically different than the other like two groups, okay, because of like the numbers. So yeah, y'all got some different shit going on than the other two groups, okay? Y'all got some different shit going on, okay? Led Zeppelin could be significant. My boyfriend talked about that earlier, okay? Some of y'all could be about like a partner, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever the case may be. But we have the womb, okay? Someone could be 46 years old. It could have to do with like this new moon, solar eclipse in Virgo. Y'all could be on like your cycles, your period. Y'all could be ovulating. There's something about like going through some sort of like womb-based changes, okay? You could also feel very hormonal at this moment in time. Some of y'all could be finding out that you're pregnant, that someone else is pregnant. Y'all could be about to give birth, okay? Whatever the case may be, there's also the idea of growing something. There's some sort of new beginning that's coming with this eclipse, okay? And with this triangle, okay, I definitely also gives me playing the triangle. Y'all could definitely be getting deeper into like music, okay? Or like a new hobby, finding something fun to do. So it also reminds me of a Dorito, okay? The name Dorita could be significant, okay? Also gives me Dorinda from the Cheetah Girls, okay? Someone here could be adopted, okay? Adopted bloodlines could be significant. It also kind of gives me a Brillo pad, okay? There's a lot going on here. It also gives me like a little pearl, all right? So pearl could be significant, pearl bars. Houston could be significant, lesbian bars. Gay bars and gay clubs could be significant. All right. When it comes down to number 46 and what I'm getting, like, I really feel as though y'all are kind of being placed in a situation underneath this eclipse in order for you to like learn. Y'all are really getting yourself together in terms of like your lower chakras. Okay. So this is giving me, y'all may have watched group 1, but this is y'all in terms of like the root chakra, solar plexus, root chakra, sacral, and solar plexus chakra. Okay, y'all are definitely like figuring that out. You could also be figuring out how you feel about your own femininity, no matter if you're a man or a woman. Okay, no matter what your gender identity is, okay, or your biology is. I definitely feel as though there's something about you figuring that out here. Y'all could also be going through a major cleanse in regards to your womb. Okay, there might be a major, like you could have like issues, like this not some of the issues. You could have like a heavier cycle this time, okay? Emphasis on that. You could really be purging a lot through your womb at this time. It's got to do with like discharge. This could have to do with all different kinds of stuff. You may want to go ahead and make an appointment if you haven't already with like your OBGYN or your primary care physician, endocrinologist even, but whatever the case may be, okay? There's something here being like nurtured. It also gives me the Deathly Hallows from Harry Potter, okay? If that resonates with somebody, okay? Yeah. I keep hearing Foot Down by Vicky Lowe. So I definitely feel like this group, if you felt compelled to see group 1, and only if, okay? But yeah, when it comes down to it, what is that, number 46? Yeah, this has to do with the places. So I definitely feel like the new moon in Virgo has to do with where you're at. It's got to do with a significant location or a space, okay? Yeah, have you ever been to a physical place that stayed with you even after you left it? Okay, so there's something that y'all underneath this eclipse, okay, are going to be in a physical place that stays with you even after you leave it, as if it had nestled itself into your heart, okay? Perhaps there is a stream, cabin, cliff, or open field, in this case, a womb, that your mind drifts to occasionally, unprompted, okay? Or a landscape that comes to you regularly in dreams. Y'all's dreams could also be cutting up right now. Y'all could be dreaming about like your mom, okay? You could dream about your bloodline, your mom, your grandma, okay? So you could be dreaming about people having babies, okay? Yeah, all of these are examples. I'm also hearing the song Cool by Anthony Hamilton. That's been coming up all the time recently, okay? Aquarius energy. All these are examples of engaging with the archetypal energy of place. Okay, the archetypes represented here exist within the realm of the symbolic as well as within our physical, tangible world. Y'all are connecting the dots between your physical reality and spirituality underneath this eclipse, okay? When they appear in a reading, it is of utmost importance to keep an eye on both the literal and imaginal places for clues to interpretation. Okay, so I definitely think that for this collective, y'all are recognizing how the spiritual and the physical are really connected. Okay, you may have dreamed of somewhere and you're going to see it in real life type shit. For some of y'all, take a resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, it is possible the card is depicting an actual location where a significant event has occurred. Like this could be womb trauma. Okay, y'all could be dealing with some sort of trauma in the womb. Okay, trigger warnings. It's got to do with like miscarriage. Okay, it could have to do with like termination of pregnancy, things of that nature. Okay, mind you, this page is completely pro-choice. Okay. But, and it is equally as likely that the card is speaking through landscape to get to a certain emotion, okay? The idea of nurturing, rebirth, growth, okay? It is up for you to discern, okay? Follow the interpretation that feels the most potent, okay? So I definitely feel as though if I go to 46, there it is, okay? So we have the womb. Lotus flowers could be significant. Someone could have a lotus tattoo. Lotus Flower Bomb by Wale, Virgo energy, and Miguel. Scorpio energy could be significant. We started this off with that Scorpio energy, Aquarius moon, okay? And there it is when it comes down to ovaries, okay? Fallopian tubes. And didn't I say Aries? I swear this is giving me Aries. Hold on, right there. Oh, I swear this is giving me Aries, okay? So I said that. This could have to do with Mars-based people. Tuesday could be significant, or Tuesdays, Ruby Tuesdays, okay, whatever the case may be. But there's some sort of change that you're going through, or rebirth you're going through, and it's making you fucking uncomfortable. You feel like it's uncomfortable to look at. You can feel like you're uncomfortable to look at, even though that's not true. Okay, so this has to do with the nest, the belly, the origin, okay? Found my Flower Bomb perfume recently. Confirmation. Hi, Amy. Oh, Amy, I need to text you back. Everything has an origin story, okay? Y'all could be getting text message confirmations about this, okay? About the the new moon solar eclipse. Okay, so yeah, this could be about the nest. This could be about your own children. It could be about your inner child, you as a child. You could definitely feel compelled to watch group one. Okay, the belly, your stomach. Okay, the origin. Everything has an origin story. Okay, definitely been dreaming of my mother and grandmother under this whole eclipse. Confirmation. Okay, everything has an origin story. The womb archetype asks us to contemplate the beginning beyond the beginning. Bless you. The womb archetype asks us to contemplate the beginning beyond the beginning, okay? The mother beyond the mother. This is y'all getting deeper into your ancestral shit, okay? Y'all are getting into like your ancestry, your DNA, finding people in your family, okay? Getting deeper into your bloodlines, okay? Connecting with your divine feminine, with your mom, okay? With feminine energies in your family, okay? In a world that often negates the power and necessity of feminine principles, this card returns us to the warmth, tenderness, and sacred intelligence from which we came. This is y'all connecting to your divine feminine. Virgo the virgin, okay? Virgo the goddess, Virgo the virgin, you know what I'm saying? So this is you recognizing how powerful your femininity actually is and allowing yourself to be open and more feminine, okay? This card returns you to the warmth, tenderness, and sacred intelligence from which you came. Confirmation, okay? Watches could be significant. G-shocks could be significant. The letter G, okay? You could also be feeling very shocked in regards to the divine feminine opening that you're going through. It is a card of receiving. This eclipse, y'all are going to be receiving more, not achieving, of accepting love from the mother of us all, okay? Whether that be like the universe, earth, God, with your actual mother, okay? She is the life-giving force that forgives and cherishes even the most wounded and disparate soul. Santa Muerte could be significant. Y'all could be devotees of Santa Muerte, or you could have another divine feminine like patron deity, okay? Or like a matron. No matter how lost you are, okay, group two, the womb awaits your return to help you heal and grow. Yeah, some of y'all are going through like womb healing, okay? Divine feminine healing. The womb awaits your return to help you heal and grow. This card is a call to keep things simple, to return, to be reborn in the name of love. Keep shit cute underneath this eclipse, y'all. You're healing, okay? Y'all are healing and growing. So your spirit put y'all on a timeout so you wouldn't get too far. I'm hearing the mitochondria as a powerhouse of the cell. This card is a call to keep things simple underneath this eclipse, to return, to be reborn in the name of love, okay? Me working around little children for only a month changed my whole outlook on motherhood. That's real. You know, someone could work in a daycare, since Jay just said that, okay? The womb is everywhere, y'all. It is beyond gender, beyond time. We are within it as it is within us. This is y'all getting rid of like gender roles, okay, or gender norms in your life or your relationship or for yourself, okay? This is you understanding that this goes deeper than like gender itself, okay? So we have nourishment, harmony, warmth, and love, okay? Nourishment, harmony, warmth, and love. That is what the theme of this eclipse is. Y'all needing to nourish yourself. You are being nourished or needing to nourish yourself. Harmony is literally the card that came up in group one, okay? So if you felt compelled, y'all may want to watch that, okay? Warmth, okay? This is you feeling warm. We could also be going through hot flashes and shit like that, but this is also you recognizing what real love means to you. Real love by Mary J. Blige could be significant Capricorn energy, okay? Consider that Mother Earth must also have a mother. Imagine her. How beautiful. Some of y'all may actually want that writing prompt or like to write a song about it. Consider that Mother Earth must also have a mother. Imagine the mother that would have birthed Earth, okay? So yeah, Gustave Courbet's The Origin of the World could be significant. The name Gustavo could be significant. Courbet, that also gives me sorbet, okay? Also gives me Corbin Bleu, also gives me Stephen Colbert, okay? So all I can tell y'all is y'all may need to get deeper into like your bloodline stuff, okay? Also respecting the earth, okay? It's got to do with bodies of water as well, all right? Consider that Mother Earth must also have a mother. Imagine her. So yeah, the idea of creation, y'all are very manifestational. Y'all can really create what it is that y'all are looking for in your own lives right now, okay? So let's see, spiritually. Okay, y'all got number 5, okay? Potential and possibility. Okay, y'all got potential and possibility. She got clothes on, but I'm gonna just go just in case, because you know what I'm saying, they be tripping. Okay, they do be tripping sometimes, okay? Spiders could be significant, and spider webs, okay? It's a little spider underneath there. But she almost got her tetas out, okay? So potential and possibility, okay? Y'all are definitely like coming to terms with your own divine feminine and how you feel about yourself underneath this eclipse, okay? 5th house energy, y'all could be having this eclipse in your 5th house, okay? Y'all could be Leo. I was triggered as fuck working with children, but now I understand my mother and my grandmother, and that's very real. That's very fucking real, okay? Some of y'all could be doing something different with your hair, dyeing it a different color, okay? For some of y'all, it's gonna have to do with like shroomy doomy trips, okay? Y'all could be end up taking a shrooms trip very soon, okay? But this is y'all feeling very, very connected and feeling very into your emotions, okay? Very into your emotions. New glasses, new contacts could be significant. Reach out to the potential, okay? This also gives me Princess and the Frog, okay? It says reach out for the potential that is calling for you, okay? So yeah, a lot of y'all are letting yourself create. Potential is the womb energy. This is such a feminine energy that you're going through. Potential and possibility, y'all. Okay. Future, highest self, quantum. We actually talked about fucking the artist future in group 1 and how Mask Off came. Okay. So future, highest self, and quantum. Y'all could definitely be quantum leaping during this eclipse. Okay. Like shit is feeling very different. Okay. You're being reborn in some type of way. Y'all could literally be seeing into the future. I'm hearing, I can see into the future. Okay. So that's the Raven could be significant. Sagittarius energy. Okay. Raven Simone energy. But this is y'all getting deeper into like your divine feminine, your psychic gifts and abilities. You know what I'm saying? Tapping into your highest self, reconnecting with Mother Earth, with nature, with yourself. Okay, like I said, it's got to do with like a trip of some kind. All right, quantum leaping in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so yeah, this is like really going with your inner child, like, and really figuring out, like, hey, like starting over a little bit and figuring out, like, fuck, we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck is going on here? Okay, so with potential and possibility, okay, future, reality, okay, highest self and quantum. Okay, so yeah, this is also y'all putting yourself back into reality, okay, altering your reality and recognizing that the reality you chose can also be the real reality, okay? So future, reality, highest self, and quantum. The affirmation spell is I am quantum leaping into my highest reality, okay? That's what's happening for y'all underneath this goddamn Virgo new moon solar eclipse, okay? So yeah, y'all are quantum leaping into your highest reality because you're dealing with some sort of womb-based trauma or issue with the way you see women, issue with the women in your family, issue with your own divine feminine, okay? There's something, or like womb-based trauma, okay? All of that. All right. So the world, the quantum traveler. Okay. This also y'all shutting down a cycle, completing a fucking cycle. Okay. Ending a chapter and starting a new one. You're ending the chapter of being in that womb and finna be reborn. Okay. After we get past this eclipse energy, you're in that process right now. Okay. So the world, the quantum traveler, you are at a point where it's possible to lean into a higher reality. Okay. So yeah, the Virgo eclipse is showing you how to like, it's giving you a cheat code. Okay. I'm hearing How to Love by Lil Wayne, Libra energy. Okay. Y'all may be experiencing a lot more of this during Libra season, which is going to start the day after the eclipse. Okay. There are infinite potentials and parallel realities all happening at once. It gives me Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, that movie. Which one, which I still haven't seen yet, which is crazy. But which one are you living? Okay. Which one are you creating? What are you attracting? Break the cycle of mundane repetition and settling into dissatisfaction. Okay. Do something different underneath this eclipse. Is there something you feel drawn to at this time? Is there something underneath this Virgo eclipse that you feel drawn to? A new hobby per se? Is there someone you admire who you'd like to emulate? Okay, don't be copying, but you can still be inspired by somebody. Okay, those feelings are pointing to where your highest reality is. Okay, even if you feel jealous of someone or something underneath this eclipse, this shows you what your true potential could be. Pay attention and don't judge the feeling as negative. It is your guide. You are capable of tuning into the quantum realm. Okay, that movie actually deal with lineage. See, look, are capable of tuning into the quantum realm and manifesting a best case scenario. Y'all's manifestations are going crazy at this moment in time. Y'all are really going through a lot of like shadow work and being for real. The world is at your feet. Okay, you could have Pisces placements, or that Pisces eclipse could have really like been the beginning of all this foolishness for y'all. Destiny is in the palm of your hand, and you are co-creator with the universe. Okay, regardless of what is happening in the world and as chaotic as it may seem, even though it's a lot going on, y'all are going to be kind of like buckling down and recognizing that you can do what you want to do. Okay, the name Destiny could be significant. You are a powerful extension of divine consciousness, group 2, here to play, evolve, and enjoy life. Okay, y'all definitely could have seen group 1. Your mission is different in the spiritual realm. Your soul has been evolving. So too are the lives you have been living. Okay, your soul has been evolving. So too are the lives that you've been living. You're going through a major life change. You're going to be super fucking different. Okay, within the next month and a half, 2 months. Okay, it can even be 2 weeks, but this eclipse is changing your life for sure. Tune your energy like an antenna to the channel of your desired reality. You could also be like watching new TV shows, new stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That may very much so be affecting how you see life, not in a bad way. Your soul has brought you here to live one of your fullest lives ever. Okay, so I'm telling y'all, this eclipse is good for y'all, group 2. Okay, So this solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse in Virgo for group 2 is positively changing y'all's entire life. Your life is going to be so drastically different in the next 2 weeks to like 2 months. No bullshit. Okay, so yeah, this eclipse has brought you here. Okay, your soul has brought you here to live one of your fullest lives ever, and I'm telling you, you're gonna have one of the fullest like seasons ever. Okay, so I feel like fall for this collective. Okay, Libra, Scorpio, Sag season is going to be crazy for y'all. Okay, and here's y'all's manifestation enhancer. Okay, in order to help you out during this eclipse. All right, so use meditation to tune into the field of pure potentiality. Group T, I need to meditate. Okay. Ooh, confirmation. Practice, and mind you, meditation does not always have to be sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? Even though for some people it very much so is, and traditionally, yes, you know. But practice the feeling of your, and for some people that works, you know. Practice the feeling of your desired reality as if you're already living it, okay? Especially just after you wake up, okay? Pay attention to what you do, your morning routine. Don't just hop on that phone and start doing bullshit, okay? It's for some of y'all hop up and y'all just start trying to like get to it with like physicality, sex. I've been working so hard too. I'm ready. Give me my tings, okay? So practice the feeling of your desired reality as if you're already living it, especially just after you wake up. Look into meditations, okay? Sitting and walking meditations. I need to go outside, okay, by Dr. Joe Dispenza, or listen to Subconscious Reprogramming Affirmations by Jess Shepherd, okay, while you're sleeping. This can have to do with any other, you know, this can have to do with any creator that you trust, you know what I'm saying, while you're sleeping. You can also even download that one app, the Parrot app, and like record you saying affirmations to yourself, y'all, and playing it while you sleep, okay, or through the day when you're doing stuff. In your present life, find moments every day to indulge in the things you want more of, okay? So what y'all need to do is find time every day to indulge in the shit that you want more of. Appreciate yourself for all the unique beauty that you already have, okay? Appreciate yourself for all the unique beauty you already have, y'all. Celebrate yourself every time you accomplish something that you are proud of, small as it may be, okay? Even if it is just having a peaceful day. Love expands life, group 2. Appreciation expands your expression of self. Gratitude creates abundance all around you. Confirmation on gratitude creates abundance. Y'all may need to do a gratitude list, okay? Fall in love with your life. Romanticize your life, okay? Now and in the future, y'all's manifestations, get to writing, okay? Y'all may want to go ahead and get to writing, okay? So this part, okay, group 2, is going to be interesting characters and people, okay, around this eclipse who are coming up within these next like 2 weeks, okay, to like 2 months, okay? So let's see what's going on, okay? Y'all got eccentric, okay? There might be somebody very eccentric in your life, okay? They may have a lot going on. They may be very Willy Wonka-like, okay? It also gives me MF Doom, okay? Every time I see this card, okay, someone could be a rapper, a producer, a creator, okay, but there's somebody who's going to be significant over these next 2 weeks to 2 months for this collective. Someone could be a biker, someone could be a mechanic, someone could like motorcycle, okay, someone could also just be like a daredevil. But this person, like, very elusive, or like you don't necessarily know too much about them like that. They're very mysterious, or like they're very like covered or shrouded, you know what I'm saying? But this person is also not all the way protected. It's like, it's weird, okay? You may get a weird energy or feeling in regards to this person, okay? The name Ebony could be significant, okay? Also gives me Electra, okay, from Pose. And also gives me Carmen Electra, also gives me Carmen Ejogo. The name Carmen could be significant for this collective. I'm like, damn. Okay, Falcons could be significant. Okay, I think it's a football team somewhere. But yeah, when it comes down to eccentric, all right? What can I say? What can I say? Okay, someone could be from a different country. I don't know. So the third one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. You'll know who this is because this person, the eccentrics filters have long gone. This person does what the fuck they want. They say what the fuck they want. This is a very strange person. Not in a bad way, but their filters have long gone and they don't give a damn anymore. Leading by example in whichever direction their curiosity takes them, okay? This is somebody who's very much so like a leader. They don't even necessarily plan to be, but they just live their own fucking lives and people are like, wow, I wish I could do that. That's how you'll know. He doesn't break rules, okay, for the sake of it, okay? They are of no interest to him, okay? He doesn't give a fuck about breaking rules. He's not worried about that shit in the first place. You may feel feel like this person feels like the rules don't apply to them, and somehow they still end up unscathed. Okay, this person could definitely be doing magic or be very protected in some type of way. They could just be very lucky. He doesn't break rules for the sake of it. They are just of no interest to him. Okay, the eccentric is above all a disciple of the irreverent and a creature of whim. This person could be very whimsical. They could do shit on a whim. Okay, they're very strange, or they just do what they fucking want to do. This person is relatively protected. It's like people don't know much about them except for what they allow people to see. This is not in reverse. This is somebody that's going to be a significant character for y'all. Long ago, he stopped believing the garbage that's crammed down our throats in childhood, telling us that we must conform and that our imaginations are inappropriate. This might be like one of the woke friends. Okay, this is somebody who has had a rough upcoming, or like somebody who had to be very mature at a young age, and it's like they were very much so like a fuck that, I don't believe that type of kid. You know what I'm saying? And this person could also have very strong opinions in regards to like children, protecting children. Okay. This person has a very open throat chakra as well. They say what they want to say. They're a very good communicator. They choose when they want to communicate, telling us that we must conform. This person does not believe in conformity. They do what they want to do. Okay, and this is a very imaginative person, and what this person was in their previous reading before, possibly. This person, they don't give a fuck about convention. They may dress different. They behave and dress in whatever way they fucking want to. They're individuals who march to the sound of their own drum. Okay, people think they're fucking crazy. I remember you mentioning this person in a summer read too. I need to figure out what video that is. If you remember, let me know. This is somebody who does what the fuck they want. Okay, this person may be able to like sing, okay, or play. All right, people think this person is crazy because like they don't listen. He cannot be co-opted into seeing and thinking as others do. His individuality is not contrived. This person is truly an individual. Okay, you'll know who this is. The eccentric reminds you that you have every right to be whomever you choose. This person inspires you to be open, be free, live your fucking life. Okay, from silent introvert to gregarious extrovert. Okay, they want you to do what you want to do. Okay, this person gives you the courage to follow your whims. It's the Gemini ones from the summer. Ooh, okay, I'ma look. This person gives you the courage to follow your whims, quirks, and curiosities. This might be somebody who's like, fuck it, like just do it. Like, let's dance. Get up here. Let's dance. Emma Stone could be significant. I don't know what her zodiac sign, but she's significant here. Okay, the Emmys could be significant. The name Emma, the name Stone. Okay, this person could they could wear like stones, rocks, crystals. Okay, amulets. Okay. But this is definitely somebody who tells you to do what the fuck you want to do. It gives me Tyler, the creator energy, Pisces energy, free you from the constraints of societal demands and expectations. In the words often attributed to Oscar Wilde, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Okay, yeah, this is somebody to where they may just be very like independent. Okay, they could be single, or it's just like they're very independent. Okay, that is how you'll know. But this is somebody that is going to really like be very significant to y'all's journey and to help you rebirth yourself. Okay, me and Emma Stone got the same birthday, November 6th. Confirmation. Okay, confirmation. So Scorpio energy is significant here. Okay, the second person, y'all might be making like new friends. Like the people that are around y'all are going to be so significant. Y'all got reflector. Okay, so this collective got reflector. Okay, so what I can tell y'all about this reflector card. Okay, what I can tell you about this reflector card, there's somebody in your life who's literally going to be different people. Okay, there's somebody in your life who's going to be like mirroring something back to you, not in a bad way. There's somebody mirroring something back to you and showing you what it is that you have been possibly like hypocritical about. Okay, or like somebody kind of showing you how you really like feel about yourself. Okay, through how you feel about them, if that makes sense. Okay, someone here could be a poet. I'm flipping through this book and I'm seeing little words here and there. Okay, but whatever the case may be, all right, the reflector, in terms of who this person could also be this person could have short hair, this person could be bald headed, okay, something like that. There could be a difference in like masculinity. Okay, somebody could, I don't know, like there could be an age gap, age difference, but you and somebody are not that fucking different. But maybe somebody would like to feel that way. Somebody is mirroring something back to you. Okay, it says neither kind nor cruel. This person is your honest twin, stripping away the illusion that entraps us. Someone could have short hair. Someone could just wake up and show you about both sides. If you're a very, very feminine person, it shows you you're masculine. If you're a very, very masculine person, it shows you're feminine. Okay. Ooh, there's something about that. All right. I'm closing this window. It's fucking 90 degrees. It's fucking 7 o'clock at night. Well, let me not. It's like 86 at fucking 7 o'clock at night as of right now. But What? Let's close the window. But thank you, baby. But I definitely think that this could also be the idea to where somebody just like wakes something up inside of you, okay? The absurdity of false heroics, okay? Neither kind nor cruel. This is somebody who they may not be like the nicest person. It was definitely in the summary. It was one when group 3 message got cut off. Ooh, heard. Whoever this energy is, y'all, my bad. I got hot. This person stresses you out or like makes you feel some kind of way. There's somebody who's like a chaotic neutral, okay, something like that, okay, a chaotic neutral or just something like that, okay, and somebody be having you mad. It could be a Gemini, okay, in terms of that twin energy and what Jade was just talking about, okay. Yeah, I definitely feel as though whatever the case may be, y'all, this person is significant, stripping away the illusion that entraps us, okay. This is somebody to where you're more similar to this person than you would like to admit, and that makes you mad. Okay, they're significant. When you face this person, their steady gaze slips like Mercury. We're back to that. They mean Mercury, the liquid, okay, the element, but like they're also, it's giving me Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, heavy on that Virgo, but Gemini, Virgo, mercurial energy. Slips like Mercury through our pupils. Also, Mercury is what's inside of thermometers. I just told you I got hot. Slips like Mercury through our pupils, down past our organs and into our central nervous system, okay? Physical body stuff. You could be like looking at somebody in terms of their physicality. From there, it searches out our soul's core. We try to cover our shame, but this stare ignores our prudish defenses. Yeah, this is somebody who you have to like look at yourself. This person could have like triggered you into thinking about what negative qualities you have going on. Okay, so yeah, this person could have made you feel ashamed, okay? But y'all have tried to defend yourself against whatever this energy is, but it just is what it is, okay? So he has come to release us from the dreadful burden of pretense, okay? So yeah, this is definitely like a karmic situation, okay? The name Z could be significant, okay? Or someone's name could start with the Z, okay? Yeah, that could be very, very significant here, all right? Showers could be significant, all right? What is it? The Qing dynasty could be significant, okay? Someone's name could be King, okay? Someone's name could start with the Q. When we finally acknowledge that we have been unmasked, okay? I'm telling y'all may want to watch group 1. I'm telling y'all. When y'all finally acknowledge that y'all have been unmasked, somebody has unmasked you or showed you something deeper about yourself. A deep laugh breaks free from our belly, releasing our fears into the gutter. Okay, so yeah, this is somebody who's definitely here as like a kind of like karmic situation. Not have to be a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? But this is somebody who like you can't fake the funk with this person. You can't deceive them. They have a solid integrity, okay, and they offer you release from the absurdity of false heroics. Somebody is really who the fuck they say they are, but like they test your gangster. Okay, you'll know who this is. The reflector mirrors you back without distortion, artifice, or bias. This is a real ass person, okay? Whatever the case may be, like even if they kind of suck, like this is somebody who shows you exactly what they need, okay? Both inside and out, they show you as you really are. If you can acknowledge the truth without flinching, then you will have moved a long way towards self-acceptance. This person has probably hurt your feelings. This person, you probably get into it or like have gotten into it, okay? Somebody's ear could have like rang. I just heard the sound from my boyfriend's phone, but it sounded like an ear ringing situation. It's okay. So I definitely feel as though also hoop earrings could be significant. I don't know. Bedazzle hoop earrings. Somebody could be getting ready to sell something. I don't know. Yeah. Without the reflector's honesty, without this person's honesty, you'll spend your time hiding behind the false armor of wishful thinking. Somebody do not be fucking playing with you. Somebody is a mirror. It's not a bad thing. This is literally somebody who you cannot fucking play with. Like, this person is like, be for fucking real. Like, this person is like, be serious. Be serious, okay? And when it comes down to here, all right, here we are. Okay, the last person, you got to let this motherfucker go. Okay, the other two people, solid. But Survivor in reverse, okay? He looked like Luigi. Okay, Mangione. That could be very, very significant here, okay? But free him. However, when it comes down to it, okay, someone's name could be Luigi. That also gives me Super Mario Brothers. Okay, Mario, Luigi. Okay, someone's name could be Mangione. Okay, New York could be significant with Survivor in reverse. Okay, this could have to do with somebody who makes shit seem like shit is like harder than it is, because this is in reverse. Okay, so this is the idea. This might be somebody who just like, I don't know. I'm gonna read it, but what I'm getting off top, because Jay, that's fucking like, listen, free him. But when it comes down to it, y'all, the survivor's tale, this might be somebody who's still like, no, for real, free him till it's back. I'm not gonna lie. However, what I can say is there might be somebody here who like went through something, okay, and it's like they don't let people like forget that they went through something, okay? And I'm not saying that you necessarily should, but there's something about it that could be kind of like, someone could also be experiencing survivor's guilt, okay? But this might be somebody you need to let go. Dislocating his shoulder, okay? Someone could have just dislocated their shoulder or a bone. Someone could have a broken bone, dislocated bone. That could be how you know who this is. Dislocating his shoulder, the survivor slips through, someone could also be double jointed, okay? The survivor slips through the window bars and descends the wiry ivy to the cobblestones below. The name ivy could be significant. The plant ivy could be significant, which gives me blue ivy, Capricorn energy, okay? You could have known this person when you were a kid, because blue ivy is a child. So y'all could have known this person along when you just like more naive when you were younger, okay? Yeah, someone could be named after a color. Okay, the survivor slips through the window bars and descends the wiry ivy to the cobblestones below. Okay, so the fog, this could also be somebody who is a like criminal. Okay, this could be someone who be stealing. Okay, somebody who be on that bullshit. They be doing stupid shit. Okay, the fog blanketed streets are quiet, and a mushroom gray cushion absorbs his footfall. Okay, this group may like be careful when it comes down to your shroom. We talked about that. Okay, a mushroom gray cushion absorbs his footfall. Look up the spiritual meaning of mushrooms. This is somebody who doesn't fucking listen. This is somebody who they do not listen. They do not pay attention to any like the spiritual advice. They don't listen. Okay, they go about shit real earthly. Okay, absorbs his footfall. Usually he'd return home via the postal tunnels, but tonight he and the diamond necklace. Okay, hemp could be significant. Is this someone I have already met or will meet? It's different for everybody. Okay, it kind of feels like someone that has already been met. Okay, but you'll know who this is in the last, either in his last 2 weeks, okay, or the next 2 weeks to 2 months. Usually he'd return home via the postal tunnels, but tonight he and the diamond necklace in his pocket are safe above ground. Okay, so yeah, this might be somebody who got some shicey shit going on. All right, might be somebody cheating, somebody who don't come home at night, somebody who's like finessing, somebody who turn their location off, okay, or something like that. Or it's just somebody got some bullshit going on. So it could be scamming, all right? They just got some shit going on, all right? Walking briskly, avoiding streetlights, okay? He skirts Billingsgate Market and the muffled sound of mongers unloading fish, okay? Fish markets could be, so I guess we have a fish allergy, seafood allergy, whatever the case may be. This person is shysty or shady, and it's like they feel like they do what they need to do to survive, but like at what cost, okay? Muffled sound of mongers unloading fish past the Nag's Head where the Bow Street boys drink and fight. Yeah, whoever this is, you may also not like who the fuck they hang out with. This might be somebody who hang out with folks that like just be in very low vibrational situations. Like I'm hearing like people who act like they ain't never had shit. That's what this is. I heard that quote unquote, okay? Where the Bow Street boys, okay, drink and fight. The name Bo could be significant, okay? Also gives me Bo Battens from Harry Potter. At Miles End, the name Miles could be significant, okay? This person could think that people are nagging whenever they tell them like shit, even though it's the truth. At Miles End, he spits in the gutter outside the ugly hospital where 12 years earlier he'd been born. Okay, so this is also about like a child. So when it comes down to it, this might be somebody who had a really like hard time growing up type shit, or they really went through some shit and it's like they never got up out of that. You know what I'm saying? They never got up out of that energy. All right. This might also be somebody to where like they just went to the hospital for something. Okay, like I said, dislocating their shoulder, broken bones, whatever the case may be. This person, it could have to do with like ancestry. Okay, somebody who has an issue with their parents, or like maybe they were adopted. I just feel as though somebody is kind of stuck in some sort of like loop or time loop. Okay, I'm hearing time warp from Rocky Horror Picture Show, which gives me the Glee episode of Rocky Horror Picture Show. Okay. So yeah, y'all. This card right here is going to be a card of advice underneath this eclipse, okay, for this group, all right? So before I go ahead and flip it, thank y'all so much for giving me a thumbs up. Thank y'all so much for hitting that subscribe button. Click up here the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post new videos, okay? And if you were in this group, okay? Ooh, my card fell. Hold on, y'all. If you weren't in this group, when it comes down to the comments, go ahead and leave me. What should I say? What should I say? There's like a little triangle. Okay, actually, yeah, a little triangle. Leave me a little triangle emoji. If you were in group 2, also go ahead and let me know what type of videos y'all want to see from me. Somebody earlier on this slide recommended one about like hawks, okay, or animals. Okay, also, if y'all haven't, another collective request has to do with like what they would say to you if they were inebriated. That is 18 plus. That is 18 plus. So 18 plus energy could be significant for this collective as well underneath this eclipse, but go ahead and check out my 18 plus reading. Okay, shout outs to Amy. New door, y'all. Okay, new door. Number 46. Someone could be 46. Is that, y'all, is that not motherfucking 46? I'm telling y'all, 46 is incredibly significant for this collective. This is 46, and this is 46. Okay, so somebody write that down, okay? Because obviously 46 is where it's at for y'all. All right. So, new door, y'all. This also gives me Christmas, all right? I'm telling y'all, fall and into the rest of the year, okay? Fall and into the rest of the year, it's fucking giving, okay? So it says your prayers have been answered, okay? And a new door is being held open for you, okay? Your advice in regards to the new moon, okay? Solar eclipse in Virgo is to enter into this new door, y'all. The new door is the womb. Your prayers have been answered and a new door, okay? The portal out of the womb, okay, is being held open for you. Oh, y'all. Oh, come on. This is a very positive eclipse for group 2. We love to motherfucking see it. Okay, so underneath this eclipse, y'all, just understand that your prayers have been answered, okay? A new door is being held open for you. This could be a new opportunity in terms of work, finances, money, careers. It could also have to do with the living situation. Some of y'all are moving, okay? Some of y'all are moving to a new place, okay? Your prayers have been answered and a new door is being held open for y'all during the Virgo new moon solar eclipse. So don't worry too much about it, okay? Rice University could be significant. The name Rice, okay? The hotel Rice in Houston could be significant. Whatever the case may be, okay? A new path is getting ready to unfold for you under this eclipsical energy group 2. And this card arrives today to tell you that it is safe to move forward now. Yay! New doors cannot open for you if you are resisting change, okay? Virgo is a mutable sign, mutable earth, okay? You cannot be stubborn. You can't resist change, however. You may be resisting change out of fear that you will recreate something painful from your past, but you are being reborn, okay? New relationships and experiences cannot and will not enter your life if all your energy is focused on relationships and situations that no longer serve you. Y'all need to release. Let all that old shit go. Y'all being cleansed. Hop your ass in that tub or that shower, all right? Release. Write that shit down on that paper. New relationships and experiences cannot and will not enter your life if all your energy is focused on past shit, okay, that doesn't serve you anymore. People you don't fuck with, you don't talk to, you do not date these people anymore. You don't sleep with these people. You don't do any of that. It is time for you to make peace with the past, y'all. That's where y'all shadow work is coming to. That's why y'all in that womb right now. Y'all healing. Y'all growing. Go into meditation. We talked about this. Go into meditation group 2 and ask to be shown what you are holding on to that no longer serves you. Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel, group 2. If you consent to this prayer, take a deep breath. Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel, I am praying on behalf of those who will be connecting and consenting to the prayer here in group 2. I pray that these new doors are open for them. I pray that their prayers are answered. I give you complete permission to intercede into my reading and into the lives of those who will be, watching this as long as they consent. Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel, please help group 2 make peace with the past. I pray that group 2 is able to go into meditation and finds a form of meditation that works for them. Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel, please show group 2 what they are holding on to that no longer serves them. Please make it unmistakable. Please make it very, very clear in a non-frightening, non-scary manner for each individual who will be resonating with that message. I pray that they are shown what they're holding on to that no longer serves them. And I also pray that they are able to release the past. I pray that they will be able to make room for new. Let them know what it is in order for them to let go. For the good of all, harm to none, particularly for the good of this group, and harm to no one that doesn't deserve it, okay? As you release the past, group 2, you're going to make room for new loving people and experiences to enter your life throughout fall. Okay, I'm telling you, Libra, Scorpio, and Sag season is going to be so much more fun for you, okay, for real. Okay, even into like winter, even into Capricorn season. As your life falls apart, it will also fall together. So if you feel like it's a lot going on, everything is going to be fine. Let go of the resistance to move into the unknown, okay? So yeah, let it go, let it flow. Okay, I'm also hearing, oh my gosh, Piece of Me by Lady Ray. Okay, you can trust that positive new experiences are on their way to you now, group 2. Call on your angels and guides to make this a smooth transition. Thank you, Archangel Michael, okay, for making this a smooth transition for the collective of people in group 2. Your prayers have been heard, y'all, and a new door is being held open for you. All you have to do is have faith and walk through it. Y'all are going to move. You're going to be where you need to be, okay? But the life coaching questions that y'all could benefit from in your journal: in what ways could you be resisting change, group 2? What is causing you to hold on so tightly? What doors are waiting to open for you, group 2? And can you receive the abundance and opportunity behind these doors and beyond these doors, okay? So thank you, group 2. Once again, thank y'all so much for hitting that subscribe, okay? And notification bell, and checking out some of my other readings, especially if you want to check out the lunar eclipse video that I already had, the solar and lunar eclipse video, the eclipse season video I had posted for this collective, okay? But group 3, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, if you are new here, okay, I keep saying that even though I already know that we did the intro. So the intro could be very significant for y'all, okay? So y'all's are also very different from the other 2 groups. You may feel connected to group 1, okay? You may know group 1, whatever the case may be, but y'all's the only ones who came up in reverse, okay? So y'all have number 23, the Destroyer in reverse. The Destroyer, yes. Yes, Amy. Okay, the name Amy could be significant, okay? And the name Bishop could be significant, okay? Ooh, chess could be significant, all right? Chess, not checkers. That could be significant, okay? This is the idea. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let me channel. Let me see what I This is what it looked like upright, y'all. Okay, wolves could be significant. Animals could be significant. Be careful. But also, this could be you getting past your fear of something, like an animal, okay? Whatever the case may be. I'm trying to figure out what all this look like. Okay, it's look like mitosis and meiosis, okay? Someone could be in like science, okay? Number 23, y'all definitely may want to look at group 1 if you feel called, okay? But there's something y'all are going through, which is a big change in self, okay? I definitely feel as though the astrology of right now, the way the stars are moving, are deeply affecting group 3. Deeply affecting group 3. Like, you may be going through like a rapid fucking shadow. You also can feel like you're being watched in some type of way, okay? And with the Destroyer in reverse, like, there might be something that has to like topple down, which immediately gives me oh, when it all falls down, I'm telling you all, when it all falls down. You've already been through whatever this is, though. You've been through this before. Okay. The goal here is to use the cards to awaken the full range of archetypal selves, giving light, space, curiosity, and acceptance to the ones that need it the most, okay? So, yeah, let me go ahead. You may have been trying to stop something from like falling apart, but sometimes it has to be like that, okay? I can't lie to ya. Sometimes it's like that, okay? So, oh, when it all falls down. That is Kanye West and Selena Johnson. Okay. So 106 could be significant, 107, okay. Be careful. Y'all could also be getting sick or coming out of some sickness like a fever, okay. Also gives me 106 in park, okay. Music could be very, very significant. You could be falling out with like a musical artist, okay. Like no longer listening to somebody, okay. Some of y'all could already be famous. That could be significant for somebody here. January 6th and January 7th could be significant. This could be something going down, okay. Some bullshit. Okay, that foolishness that happened on January 6th in America could be significant as well. Lightning strikes could be significant. It's a lot going on here. Okay, this is the savage, the unexpected, and the rejected. The savage, the unexpected, and the rejected. Okay, so honestly and truly with this being in reverse, you could be removing some sort of savage energy, okay? There might be a whole bunch of unexpected change. This gives me tower moments, okay? It's giving me unexpected change, okay? You might also be dealing with rejection, okay? But this is in reverse. So I feel as though things are very weird for you right now. The destroyer, the final of the 3 archetypes in the trio of existence. Yeah, y'all are very close to finishing some sort of cycle here, okay? And you've been through something like this before. Okay, trio of existence. All right, there's something that needs to be ended. Okay, the final of the 3 archetypes in the trio of existence has necessary yet painful work to do in the world. There's something that you maybe didn't want to happen and it hurt your feelings. Okay, but culturally we have an aversion to endings. Okay, and we hang on to permanence as a signifier of success. Okay, that's something that you don't have any choice but to let the fuck go. Okay, yet the destroyer pulls the rug out from underneath relationships, jobs, homes, and all forms of security. So yeah, y'all, this eclipse is a doozy. All right, this is something that was falling apart, but you may be more ready for it to fall apart now. But it's the part of us that wants things to end. Its painful orientation is to uncover our true purpose. Okay, so yeah, y'all are going through major, major karmic ass lessons, group 3. The destroyer does not let us linger long in comforts, as it knows not much happens in that realm. With its piercing eyes, it seeks out stagnancy from a distance, and the rest becomes history. Blockages are being removed from this collective, okay? Y'all could have done a blockage remover, okay? You could have been hopping in baths and shit like that, okay? Also, animals have been very significant for you. Pay attention to what animals are very significant for you, okay? With its piercing eyes, it seeks out stagnancy from a distance, and the rest becomes history. Okay, in the old mist, this is the moment when heads begin to roll, the ground opens up, and castles crumble. Hold on for the ride. The destroyer has arrived. Okay, y'all, this is a tower situation. Y'all could be experiencing a tower, but it's just like avoiding the inevitable. It was always going to happen, okay? So underneath this eclipse, like y'all could be going through some sort of self-destruct. Y'all could literally be like popping the fuck off. You could feel all over the place. You could be blowing the fuck up, crashing out, okay? Self-destructing, okay? Negativity and unwillingness to rebuild. There's something that if that shit falls apart, you may just let it fall apart, okay? But y'all also may need to like cleanse, okay? To be super, super real with you, all right? Y'all may need to cleanse. The song Savage by Megan Thee Stallion could be very, very significant. So this is something that you're afraid of like ending per se, but it just like is what the fuck it is, okay? So if we go like here, okay? We have Flower Child, okay? Yeah, the number 14 could be significant. Okay, someone could have been born on the 14th. Okay, 2014 could be significant for somebody. Someone could drive a 2014. But momentum, creativity, and action. Okay, it says Flower Child. I hope that over everyone else, you learn to make yourself proud. Okay, but in reverse, I definitely feel as though you have been very focused on making other people proud, or maybe you've been doing so for so long, and it's just like finally time for you to let that shit go. Okay. The artist Quinn could be significant, but she has like a tilde on like the end of her name, okay? This also has to do with like mud baths, okay? Or even like spending time in water, okay? Bees are very significant. Y'all may end up back at group 1. Okay, I'm hearing a Rose in Harlem by Tiana Taylor, Sagittarius energy. Okay, group 3. But this is the idea of like shit happening for y'all. So y'all also with this in reverse, y'all may have an issue right now, like with like friends, friendship, or like community, you know, things like that. You may just be questioning things, but there's some sort of rebirth that you have to go through. Look, she's like part skeleton at the bottom, like she's dipped in there, and it's like she's only made up at the top. There's something that you're going through right now, okay? Momentum, creativity, and action, but in reverse, this gives me like things going slow. This is slowness, okay? And this is like creative blocks and inaction, okay? So as of right now, y'all may be receiving like, Spirit may be fucking shit up for y'all on purpose, okay? Spirit could definitely be fucking stuff up for y'all on purpose, okay? So just like watch out for that. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Some of y'all could be experiencing this because of a bath that you did, okay, or a cleanse. It says self-pollination. Y'all definitely need to go see group 1 if you felt called. Okay, so self-pollination, okay, momentum, creativity, and action. Y'all are afraid of like the things in your life or the people in your life like falling away. I am the beekeeper of my own garden that grows is the affirmation spells. But in reverse, like this might be you're not the beekeeper of your own garden that grows. You could feel like you're not growing right now. Okay, you could feel like things are not fruitful for you. You could feel like there's other people who are in your garden and in your business. The song Garden by Giveon could be significant Pisces energy, okay? Manifestation enhancer, okay? Get clear on what areas. Also, I have not heard the song in years because I don't even listen to Doja Cat no more. But like, there's a song for when I was in like middle school. Oh my gosh, Trauma by Doja Cat could be significant, okay? Libra season could be very, very significant in regards to this, all right? Get clear on what areas you want to see your bees, okay? This is how you're going to help your manifestations come through, okay? Group 3, get clear on what areas you want to see your bees, okay? Go to. Get clear on what areas you want to see your energy and focus. Go to. Take action and take the first step on any projects or ideas you have, okay? So yeah, y'all are slowing up. Y'all are moving really slowly in order to get something like to happen. Y'all are afraid everything's going to fall apart. Even if they seem super small, you have momentum underneath this eclipse, y'all. You will be surprised at how much flow and power you seem to have under this eclipse, this Virgo eclipse. Write your projects or ideas down and organize them. Put them into actionable steps. Break them down into bite-sized pieces and then eat them up. You got this, Queen Bee. You also need to make sure you're eating multiple times a day, okay? But this is also the idea of a to-do list, okay? Making sure that you do shit for you and stop doing shit in terms of like perfectionism, and that's what's like stopping you from doing this and from doing that, okay? Y'all got number 31 as well. So yeah, a lot of y'all are needing help to like manifest right now. A lot of y'all are feeling more compelled to make something happen. It says, darling, don't you remember you're a badass? Keep winging it, all right? But in reverse, spiders and spider webs could be super significant, okay? Tree logs could be significant as well. This group needs to be careful when it comes down to like shroomy doomies and trips, okay? Blessings, flow, and magical energy, but in reverse, like you may feel as though like spirit is blocking your blessings. You may feel as though there is a blockage in your life instead of a flow right now. You could also, some of y'all could also be dealing with fairy presence, especially if shit is going missing. Watch out for that, okay? Don't forget, okay? Like it says, don't you remember you're a badass? Keep winging it. Y'all have forgotten how solid that you are. Okay, rock steady. The song could be significant. Solid as a rock. Okay, I'm also hearing rock steady. Okay, steady rocking all night long. That song keeps coming up. Okay, but keep winging it. All right. So yeah, y'all are a little out of touch with the way that you feel about yourself. You're kind of losing sight of like the magic, and you kind of feel like spirit is kind of piling down on you about some stuff right now. Okay, but don't trip. Don't trip. Okay, so blessings, the Midas touch. Yeah, you may feel like the things you're putting yourself towards aren't working. Okay, and honestly and truly, this could have to do with divine timing, but this is more so the idea of like you need to put yourself out there. You feel like everything you touch turns to shit. Okay, and you feel like your energy is like your magic is not magicking. Okay, even though that may not be true, but this eclipse is telling you to rethink some things. Okay, close your eyes and visualize that you are in a forest. Okay. Close your eyes, group 3, and visualize that you're in a forest. The fairy you have seen is sprinkling you with enchanted dust. Be careful about substances, y'all, and substance use. And be careful about where you're getting stuff from, okay? It endows you with power, a magic touch, and a state of flow. Embody the energy of the fairy. Y'all are much more powerful than you know. Your magic is much more magical than you think as well. Practice becoming more lighthearted and carefree, group 3, and trust that the universe has your back, okay? I'm telling you, you're scared right now, and everything is going to be okay. You are the energy of beauty itself, which magnetizes blessings to you. It could also maybe not feel like the prettiest as of right now, you know what I'm saying? Magnetizes blessings to you. I may feel as though nothing is happening, but shit is happening, y'all. It's just happening relatively like behind the scenes, so don't freak out too much about it, okay? So group 3, when it comes down to these cards, okay, these have to do with significant figures who are going to be in your life, okay, or significant during this time, okay? So what do we have here? We have a shadow diver, okay, in reverse, I believe. Yeah, that's right. We have shadow diver in reverse, okay? I think it's in reverse. Let me go in this book. It did come up like this though. So when it comes down to it, there might be somebody who kind of has y'all like a little bit confused. Yeah, this is in reverse, okay? There might be somebody who has y'all like a little bit confused, all right, in terms of how you'll know who this is, okay? This might be somebody who like really like puts you in your shadow, okay? Like they do a lot of shadow work, or they put you in your shadow a lot, or make you do a lot of shadow work by being around them. It is hard enough to face threats like isolation, sickness, or the malice of others, but it's harder to deal with an internal foreboding. You need to let this person go. This is in reverse as well. Yeah, there's somebody that you need to let go. Somebody could be a shadowy person, or like they're always fucking negative, or like they're always going down some sort of like rabbit hole. Somebody could talk a lot, or somebody could just like they just get lost in what they're saying. Like somebody could just be a very dark person, or just in a very dark space. This person, you can see lots of like bugs and all kind of crazy shit going on when this person's around. I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay, it is hard to know. This person could have spirits on them, demons and shit. I don't know. It is hard enough to face threats like isolation, sickness, or the malice of others, but it is harder to deal with an internal foreboding that can't be articulated. Somebody may not do well with their feelings, okay? Yeah, and it's just like whoever this is, they may make you feel isolated, sick, okay? They may be malicious, okay? But you don't understand. We cannot overcome fears that remain hidden. And in order to break free from their cold grip, they must first be named and acknowledged. This could be someone who's scared of you, or you're scared of them. But I more so feel like they're scared of you for something. Okay, they have a lot of fear going on, and they go down a rabbit hole of that. Okay, this is like somebody who doesn't know what the fuck they're scared of. If we do not, we will never have free choice, and we will forever be triggered into inappropriate actions by their rancor. This might be somebody who had you fucked up. This person does stupid shit, okay? Inappropriate actions, okay? This person is triggered all the fucking time, okay? That's how you'll know. You need to either create some distance, boundary, space, okay? This is somebody who's not fucking mature. It literally says somewhere between childhood and adulthood, there are stories that, having tumbled down a forgotten rabbit hole, remain buried, squeezed small, and still angry. This is somebody who's had a stunted growth, okay? Somebody could be going through some sort of like puberty. Someone could be on hormones. Someone could be trans, okay? They could be going through a puberty situation. This could also be somebody who just like fucking stopped developing at some point in time energetically, separately. You know what I'm saying? This is like somebody who's like stuck in like some shadow, okay? This person is like slinky, okay? This person, they just like, they go back and forth with how they feel. A hunter therapist, oh my gosh, just fucking that. A hunter therapist with a nose for those bitter pills, okay? So yeah, this might be somebody who is already on some sort of like antidepressant or like medicine having to do with like their mental health, okay? No judgment. But this could also be somebody who sees a therapist, no judgment whatsoever, okay? Period, okay? The name hunter could be significant. Those traumas that cling limpid like to the walls of your psyche. Somebody has not let go of some shit that happened to them. He is a miner and an archaeologist whose agenda is to retrieve and bring to light. Someone could be a miner, someone could be an archaeologist, okay? The way you'll know who this person is. The shadow diver spirals down through the tunnels of your history. This person could also be obsessed with you, or like they could have a lot. They could either go down the spirals of their own history, or they could know a lot about you. Discovering your deserted specters of discontent and trauma. This person is just really negative. Like they talk about negative shit. They be around like negative shit. They talk about their own negativity and yours. Once located, he brings them back to the surface where they can be resolved, unearthed. Okay, these buried scars, forsaken longings, and damaged dreams can be attended to, mended, and laid to rest. Okay, so yeah, this is somebody that you got like some beef with. Okay, that's number one. You may have to like create distance with this person. Okay, and there we are. I said hypocrite in group 2 if y'all feel compelled. Okay, hypocrite. Okay, about the box. It's in here. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Incense could be significant. It's a little incense holder, okay, that my boyfriend had made for me prior. That could be very, very significant. Y'all may need to like cleanse, okay, something about that. Someone could also be like a fake spiritualist, okay. It says hypocrite in reverse, okay. There could definitely be somebody, I'm also hearing Socrates, okay. It could be someone who's a fucking fake philosopher, okay. Someone is hypocritical, okay. Somebody's very money hungry and ungrounded, okay. You need to let this person the fuck go too. It says standing upright and proud in his gold trimmed crimson robes. That gives me in your lavender, okay. The name lavender could be significant. Someone could just be like an asshole, okay. You need to let this person go, okay? Standing upright and proud in his gold-trimmed crimson robe. This is somebody who's fucking flashy. This is a flashy individual who is very hypocritical, and you're going to need to take more time and space away from this person. Okay, cardinal Sforza. Cardinal birds could be significant. Someone could be a cardinal sign, okay? Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, okay? Also, someone could be Catholic, okay? Or they could have some sort of like, religious standing. Anyway, cardinal Sforza exhorts his congregation to forego the pleasures of the flesh, to give up their worldly possessions to the church, and to follow without question the edicts of the papacy. So this might be somebody who like has so much to say about other people and what they should be doing and like what's really like right. It could be someone who like owns a church, it could be a pastor, a priest, a rabbi. This could be like a spiritual leader. This could be somebody who's in some sort of position of power to where they feel like people listen to them and they're always like, don't do this and don't do that and don't do this, okay? After the sermon, though, he retreats along the secret corridors that lead to the exquisite opulence of his palace, okay, where his young mistress has been instructed to wait for him. Somebody fucking sucks. Like, you need, this person is like a predator. Like, they have all these like things about morals and judgments for other people, and they be doing that same shit. Somebody's not who they say they are. You need to let a hypocrite go. After the sermon, he retreats along the secret corridor. Somebody be sneaking, okay? Where he can pretend like he don't got shit, but he really do. Okay, his young mistress has been instructed to wait for him. This might be somebody who likes younger people, like young women, young men. This could be a predator, y'all. Okay, trigger one, this could be a fucking predator. Let this motherfucker go. Okay, a snitch, okay? Where his young mistress has been instructed to wait for him. Stripping off his heavy gown, he climbs into bed, okay, taking the girl in his arms. He reflects contentedly on the fine rewards that come from being both clever and utterly amoral. Whoever this is, somebody gets off on the idea that they have not been caught about something, okay? This might be somebody who has a thing for younger people, okay, or somebody who's just also a fucking hypocrite, okay? Like, this is somebody who like is like, nothing's happening to me. Somebody's nails could be sniffing. This is a villain, okay? I'm not fucking with this. Yeah. Demonology could be significant for somebody. Like, this is the demon tarot, okay? Whatever the case may be, let that motherfucker go, okay? This one came out sideways, all right? So, let me cover up the bits and pieces. This one came out sideways, okay? So we have anima and animus, okay? So I gotta go ahead, because you know, fucking YouTube. Okay, anima and animus. So I gotta move them out of the way. Okay, so what I can say, okay, this literally has to do with the sun and the moon. Okay, period. This has to do with the solar, my bad, y'all. Oh, hell. This has to do with the eclipse, okay? With the solar eclipse. But I can tell y'all with anima / animus, okay? This also gives me like two different versions of yourself. This is somebody to keep, okay? There's somebody who has a noticeable balance of masculine and feminine energy in your life, okay? You in person could be like very different, but also very similar. Someone could feel like your other half. This could be a friend, a partner. This could be whoever. But I definitely feel as though there's something about the divine masculine and the divine feminine that are coming together in regards to whoever this is. So they want you to get closer to somebody, or you may end up getting closer to somebody and recognizing like what that's about. Like somebody in you, like if you're like a divine feminine, this person is divine masculine. If you're a divine masculine, this person is divine feminine. Okay, and y'all have a really solid like balance in that manner. Okay, and it's sideways at that. So somebody could literally be like, someone could be queer here. Okay. It says the anima and animus, okay, or the male within female and the female within male. Someone could be intersex, okay, someone could be trans, someone could be queer here, okay, represent a union of opposites, okay, a marriage of day and night, black and white. You and this person are very different, but it makes sense, okay. Once united, they gradually straighten our drunken lopsidedness, okay. So yeah, y'all definitely straighten the people out around you, whoever this person is, okay, whoever this person is. There's somebody, multiple people, but whoever this is, like they are like your other half. Once united, they gradually straighten our drunken lopsidedness. When our left and right spheres learn to speak to one another, one of y'all could be very left brain and the other would be very right brain. One of y'all could be very masculine and the other could be very feminine. One of y'all could be very introverted and the other could be very extroverted. You know what I'm saying? When our left and right spheres learn to speak to one another, logic and intuition come together and evolve a deeper perception, allowing us to think and feel with cohesion. Okay? Yeah, y'all, it just makes sense. Y'all are both very logical and intuitive. And yeah, there's something about that. She and he are bound together in a comical wedding, okay? Equal partners within a single form, okay? Encompassing not just their converse faces, but all the shades and variations that exist between their polarities. You and somebody are opposite ends of a spectrum of some kind. Okay, the golden sun and silver moon. Okay, as we talk about the eclipse, this person is a large part of your eclipse. Okay, the golden sun and silver moon pursue higher callings, language as poetry, math as pattern. Okay, the elegant dance of body and soul, the high art of listening, eye contact, the ways of touching, timing, and the reading of emotion and kindness for its own sake. Okay, y'all, whoever this person is, they have a higher, they have a very like high calling, okay, and you do too, and y'all are supposed to be here to help out with these individuals, like, you know, with each other. Okay, y'all have a very interesting way of communicating with each other. The anima and animus are lovers with a bond beyond mere carnality. So yeah, y'all love, this is somebody that you're in love with. There's someone that there is a deep love for, okay, and it's bigger than the physical body. Okay, through the prism of their fused halves, light is redirected to create a new spectrum of color that will reveal the trap door between our conscious and unconscious minds. Okay, so this is definitely, hi, Deshanta. For group three, this is definitely somebody that is like, this is a karmic, like, this is a, like, not in a bad way. This is somebody who's there. Hi, I can do personals. I was going to hop on live on TikTok after this to get on personals. But I do plan on doing personals today, yes. So yeah, when it comes down to it, collective, this is definitely somebody to where y'all are very opposite, but y'all are also very similar. Y'all have a very like karmic like connection with one another, okay? And this person is very, very significant in regards to your eclipse, okay? So group three, we're gonna get into these messages, okay, of advice about this eclipse season before I hop up off of here. But before I do, thank y'all for giving me a thumbs up. Thank y'all for hitting that subscribe button and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I post new readings like this one, okay? And thank y'all so much for leaving comments, okay, in regards to what type of videos you want to hear next from me. I had somebody in this live talk with me about doing one for animals, okay, particularly hawks, okay? So let me know what y'all want to see from me. And also, when it comes down to the collective, leave me a wolf emoji, okay, because you have the destroyer in reverse. Leave me a wolf emoji down below if you were the ones who watched group three, so I know that you got to this point. Yeah, so here's the advice, okay? Number 22 in reverse, confirmation, okay? It says creative projects in reverse. We talked about this. Y'all need to put that shit out there. It says it's time to get things done. Make your creative projects a priority now, okay? So if this gives me, it's been time to get shit done, okay? Y'all have been making everything else a priority instead of your creative projects, and you need to go ahead and get it done. Real Virgo season shit. Get it done, okay? We have entrepreneur. Okay, number 55, entrepreneur. Okay, there could be some major changes happening in regards to like businesses. Be on the lookout for exciting business opportunities to unfold, group three. Okay, underneath this eclipse, okay, Virgo is literally about getting your shit together, paperwork. Okay, be on the lookout for exciting business opportunities to unfold. It gives me folded and unfolded by Kaylani. Okay, it also gives me that goddamn AI artist that has been like that just signed a $3 million deal type shit, which is a mess. Okay, so y'all need to be careful about what creative projects you get yourself involved in and what it is that you do and don't do. Okay, so you are an entrepreneur at heart, group three. Any endeavor or collaboration that gives you the freedom to unleash your creativity and talents without constraint underneath this eclipse will make you feel alive. You are currently in the process of learning and developing the entrepreneur drive and mindset. To succeed as an entrepreneur, you have to develop resilience, okay? If you are seeking immediate results from the actions that you take, you will feel like giving up before you give yourself the chance to succeed. Take your fucking time, y'all. A simple shift in your perception is all that's needed now. Get ready to soar, grow, and expand as an entrepreneur or a business owner underneath this eclipse, y'all. Y'all's businesses, y'all could be taking shit online. You could be starting a store. You could be hiring more people. You could get a brick and mortar. Be on the lookout for exciting opportunities, group three. They could come in the form of a networking group, okay, a partnership, or a proposal that involves a new or expanding business. When the entrepreneur card shows up in your reading, it is telling you that this time, this Virgo eclipse, it's time to take action. This is a very positive card, okay? So go out into the world. Go out into the world and share your services. So yeah, y'all. So your advice, if you have a service, you may want to expand your services list. Okay, it could be raising your prices, expanding your service list, whatever the case may be. Like for example, I'm gonna open up my apothecary soon, so I can start selling out oils and my decks and things of that nature. Okay. So yeah, people cannot find you if they don't know you exist, y'all. This could literally be you advertising, putting yourself out there. Okay, it says how I dress versus how I want to on this lemon 8. Okay, so there's something about you dressing the part, manifesting. Y'all could be getting new clothes, putting yourself out there. Okay, people cannot find you if they don't know you exist. Make business cards, y'all, flyers, posters, a website, start a marketing campaign. Tell the world about what you have to offer while keeping in mind that consistency is the key to achieving success as an entrepreneur. Okay, everything you do now in regard to business will be well received. Okay. My bad, y'all. Praying, okay? Very much so. That was an Amber Alert. Very much so praying that their child is found, okay? It literally says, tell the world about what you have to offer while keeping in mind that consistency is the key to achieving success as an entrepreneur, okay? Everything you do now in regard to business will be well received. So yeah, get on your business grind. Get on your business grind. Get busy and take action during this fruitful time, group 3. The sky is your only limit. The questions are, what does having an entrepreneur mindset mean to you? What qualities and characteristics come to mind? What action steps are you feeling guided to take as an entrepreneur? Are these steps reactive or proactive? Quick and messy or slow and steady? Or perhaps both? So yeah, y'all, put y'all's business out there. Y'all last version of advice is 69, okay? Y'all's environment. Now is a good time to clear, clean, and declutter your environment, okay? Now is a good time to clear, clean, and declutter your environment. Some of y'all are needing to pack up. Some of y'all are moving, and some of y'all need to make sure that you're cleaning up your energy and space, especially after you become involved with people intimately, okay? It's have to do with like cleansing your body, okay, or cleansing the environment that you're in. Y'all may need to pack. Y'all may need to get your shit together, okay? So group 3. Your environment is, which is very Virgo, y'all. Cleaning up your house is Virgo eclipse down. Your environment, okay, is an outer reflection of what is going on inside of you. Make the effort, okay? Make the effort to clear, clean, declutter, and spruce up your environment on a regular basis, okay? Starting now, okay? Use pleasing aromas, okay? We talked about this with like this incense holder, okay? Some of y'all may be like finding new smells that work for you, okay? Getting deeper into herbalism. Use pleasing aromas, okay? Aromatherapy such as essential oils, and bring out anything that makes you happy. Camphor could be significant. Peppermint oil could be significant. Sweet orange oil could be significant, and lemongrass could be significant for this collective. Look up the spiritual meanings and usages first, and bring out anything that makes you happy. Call on your angels and guides to clear the energy of your surroundings, and consider moving around the furniture, hanging up a new painting, and or changing out the decorative pillows. So underneath this eclipse, y'all could literally be moving. Y'all could be redecorating, okay? Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel, Archangel Raphael as well. I call on you on behalf of group 3 and those who consent to this prayer. Take a deep breath. Archangel Michael, I pray on behalf of group 3 and those who are consenting to this prayer to please clear the energy of our surroundings. Please clear group 3's energy and mine as well. Clear the negative energy of our surroundings and help us to clean our environment out. Please help us to declutter. Please help us to be clean and cleansed ourselves as well. I give you complete permission to intercede into this live for that purpose for those who are here. Mika Yasuda off of Grey's Anatomy could be significant here, okay? Your soul is softly whispering that it's time for a change within your environment, y'all. This change could also represent moving to a new home. I'm telling y'all, y'all's advice is to move, okay? Either redecorate or move. As you take care of your physical world, you are creating space for your inner world. The simple act of taking care of or changing your environment will help you to make bigger changes to your surroundings in the near future. The other message of this card is that you may need a change of scenery, okay? okay? You may be feeling the need to stir up your daily routine, for example. With this in mind, consider eating your lunch outside today instead of inside the office the way you normally do, okay? So do some shit different. Okay, however you choose to proceed, when you honor your need for a change in environment, you bring in uplifting energy, igniting your inspiration so that you can navigate your world with a renewed sense of peace and well-being. Okay, I know I need to clean. I haven't been okay since my friend passed a few weeks ago. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry for your loss, Shanta. Also, just in case it takes me a little bit longer to get on live, just text me your question, Shanta. We'll do it like regular. I'm doing $20 readings today, so yeah, just text me your question. But I completely understand. Grief is a motherfucker. I really understand. Your questions here, y'all, are what needs to change in your environment, group 3? Is it the arrangement of the furniture in your home or the way you interact with your surroundings? Is it the surroundings themselves? Like, is it the house? Is it dirty? Or do you just not fucking like living there? You know what I'm saying? How could you feel if you made this change? Okay. How would you feel if you made this change? Okay. Can you imagine how your life would be refreshed and reinvigorated by this shakeup? Okay, yeah, they're advising y'all to do some new shit underneath this eclipse, y'all. This is pretty solid. There's something that had to be destroyed in order for y'all to, like, you know, especially if a creative project doesn't work out, okay, understand that you are experiencing blockages and blockades for a reason. Okay, group 3. With that being said, thank y'all so much for having left that wolf emoji and leaving me a comment, okay, about what it is you want to see next from me. If there's anybody on here interested in a personal reading, I do plan to be on live later, but also, like, this has drained me a little bit, so just give me some time. But Jashanta, go ahead and message me, okay? With that being said, I fucks with y'all a long way. Go ahead and check out some of my other readings up on here, and I will talk with y'all later. Bye.